Whoa. So that's a great start, but hi. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Unboxing Thursdays. Hey, you. Welcome back to Unboxing Thursdays, episode 241, where I have my old friend coming back on, Brickventuring, to talk about Lego and what these Mattel blocks are. So, stay tuned while I get the intro started.
What's today? It's Thursday.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes. Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay, I have one. Do you see all the name?
Let's try them. Let's still try.
So obviously that was a great start, everyone. Obviously, I always tend to self-sabotage myself, but without further ado, I'm going to bring on our guest tonight, Laura, aka Brickventuring. How are you, Laura?
Hey,
Sorry
I'm
for that
great.
rough start. Yeah, it's good to hear, man. Sorry for that rough start.
No, it's good. I don't do live streaming at all, so you're already like 10 steps ahead of me in terms of.
Yeah. Okay. So the story is that like usually I don't pilot like the first beginning part of it, right? All I do is press like two buttons, and it is the intro and the other two intro, and then that's it, and then we go live. Like I actually didn't know that I need to hide you. So what off to a great start,
It's a
classic
spoiler.
DK fashion. So yeah. So it's great, man.
That's good. Yeah, you're getting the practice now, so you can you can work up.
Well, I think I'm a lot more comfortable now, but still, it's just in my DNA to just self-sabotage this stream sometimes. But yeah, so this week, Kevin's just away, spring break, our March break with the family, just out in Quebec. So unfortunately, he's not here today, but I got you, right? So we're gonna just here to talk toys and talk Lego and the wonderful world of building blocks and stuff. So with how about you introduce yourself and see what you're into for the people in the chat tonight.
Sure.
Yeah. What do you?
My name is Laura, and my Instagram account is @Brickventuring. I've loved Lego since I was a kid, but I would say as an adult collector, I've been collecting for about almost 11 years now.
Nice.
And it started off with a Batman set, actually, that got me back into it, and then it kind of spiraled into all of this. So at this point, like, I have almost every superhero set that's been released since then. I have myself a whole city, and then just like there's a lot of, it's a really addicting hobby in that like it gets you with that like superheroes is essentially what kind of drew me in. But now I have like Ninjago and I have like the modular city buildings because it kind of grows organically.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, you start with the Lego, right?
Mhm.
And you get the vehicles like for Batman and stuff like that. And eventually it's like, okay, you got to start building, maybe Arkham Asylum or the Batcave and thing like that. And then how can you start connecting everything else to that, right? Okay, you got your Marvel superheroes and DC universe, and then like, all right, you know what? I think I need some background. I need to see some city sets, right?
Yep.
And then I see you have the Avengers Tower and the Daily Bugle, like there, right?
And,
like
yeah,
awesome.
and
all
so that's
stuff.
The official set, but that I do have the official Daily Avengers Tower, but that Avengers Tower is actually the one I built myself before they had an official one.
True.
But that's also the thing. Like, eventually you get to and obviously there are different kinds of, and I'm sure it's the same with action figures and those kind of toys. Like, there's people who just collect the sets. There's people who collect specific themes in the sets, but at a certain point, a lot of people kind of like roll over into this building your own thing, because that is kind of the joy of this hobby. Is you can build the official Daily Bugle set, but you could take those pieces and build anything from it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I think like I can't remember what year the Lego movie came out, right? But that that was
2013, 2014.
2013 around there, right? And
Yeah.
it was so nostalgic and so right, like the message of the movie,
Yep.
right? It's just like, yeah, it encapsulated what Lego is.
Right down
Really?
to like the tiny details. Because I remember watching the movie before like the big reveal at the end, and it
Yeah,
was things were like how the Kane was like a sucker that had been like half chewed, and
yeah,
like those elements where things that weren't Lego that were in the Lego world. And
yes,
the whole time I was thinking like I used to do that as a kid, and
yeah.
for most of the movie I'm thinking, wow, they really captured that. And then there's like the big twist that it is like a kid. Sorry if you haven't seen the movie yet, I apologize.
Well, it's what, it's statute of limitations. Like it's been out for
That
what,
it is a
10
kid's
years now,
imagination.
right?
I just thought it was just I it was brilliant. I thought
Yeah,
it
and
just
that's
like
that's that to me. Like when I remember, like obviously my earliest age like memory recollection of Lego is like 3 or 4 years old, right? And Lego is obviously a lot of collectors or kids' childhood. Lego was it's fueled our imagination. And
mhm.
that's what it was, right? And yeah, and that movie just killed it.
Yeah,
Exactly. Bitter Troll. Correct.
and look,
Everything is awesome. All right.
and even today, like obviously as an adult, like I try to get creative and do my own thing, but I obviously some habits as an adult have set in, and I still see things very linearly, and I want to focus on details and
Mhm,
stuff. And then I like turn around, I watch my nephew play, who's 6,
mhm.
and like a single brick can be a car or whatever it is.
Yes.
And it's just so much more dynamic. It's just fascinating to watch. I don't know when we lose it. Maybe it's kind of sad that
Yeah.
we do, but yeah, that joy and like the power of imagination
it,
that
it
I
it
think is
helps it helps our creativity for sure.
yeah,
I think Lego, right? And yeah, like it's just like I wish I was, kind of like it was either Transformers for me
mm,
or Lego. Like I had two paths. I had to pick my poison, and I chose the latter.
Transformers. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not as cool as yours, and I have a giant city. I wish I had that, but I still dabble in it here and there, right? And pick up what I can from time to time. But
well, do
yeah,
you have the same space issue I have? Is
I
it
have a space. No, no,
easier to
you
oh, you do,
you
okay.
you I have the same space issue, but like I think you have a bigger place than I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you have a whole dungeon, a cave,
yes,
right? And it is awesome. And chat, like I visited Laura before. I've been at this collection room, and it is amazing. It is amazing, right? It's huge, and you did such a wonderful job, um, you know, building that out.
yeah.
Which, like, what, I gotta ask you later on about how that dinosaur Jurassic Park area, like how that
Oh,
how that go. So
it looks really good.
yeah, we'll check up on that. So before we start, going to, like, I don't know what you might have to unbox. I just want to say hi to the chat real quick, and just want to, show appreciation for everybody that, came out to support on this day without Kevin, here, right? Well, Kevin is around, right? He's lurking.
He's
He's
watching
lurking on the
silently,
chat, right? Just making sure like everything is, good,
taking notes on that bad
right?
start.
Yeah. So thanks. So I want to give a shout out to Win or Lose tonight, which hilarious, because I think one time when I said I took the day off, and then somehow, I don't know how, but on mobile I pushed the wrong button. I think it was wet or something, and then I banned him. I blocked him through the YouTube because I'm a moderator, right? Somehow, but I couldn't unban him, and I was sweating. It was supposed to be my day off, and I spent like so much time figuring out like how to do it. But Kevin was the only one with the power to do it. So we're gonna lose. Sorry, I promise that I won't ban you or block you today. And we also got Jason here. Jason's in the house, man. DK, JK, what's up? Josh Brown is here. Josh Brown was here to just lurk a little bit and listen in. So thank you, Josh Brown. Stream Elements is in tonight as well. We got Bitter Troll, Dom Muchuchiaro is here. D Turtle here. Hello. Richard is here. Thank you, Richard, for tuning in. And obviously Kevin with his hey, DK's already broken already. First thing in the intro, right? Ethan is here. Hey Derek. Hey Ethan. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Paul Morales. Paul Morales is here. And then I'm pretty sure, did I say Torensu? Torensu is here. Sup nerds. Good to see you. Torensu. And Mr. Ryan Clark. Mr. Ryan Clark is here. Nigel is here. He just finished his 5th Batmobile. I just
only like 200 more Lego Batmobiles to go.
So yeah, that's
making
true.
Progress.
Yeah, they're not stopping with that Batman stuff, right? And I would say probably the Batman.
It's like the only DC thing they're still making.
Yeah.
They just make a Batmobile every year.
Yeah, and it's, you know what? It's good on them, because I honestly got to say, like, they keep getting better. Almost some of them. Like I wanted the what is it? The 1980 something
big one?
Batman. I wanted the small one. I don't know. I don't know if I can
more
do
reasonable.
size,
I have the big one,
room.
but it's so big
Yeah.
I haven't built it yet.
Nice. Johnny Cock is here. Johnny Cock is here. Thank you for tuning in. John to the Ross is here tonight. And who else? Anybody else? And I want Mackerson. And Mackerson is here. So thank you for tuning in. I think we're caught up. But I just want to give a shout out to Bitter Troll for gifting, 5 memberships. For toying around memberships for everyone, right? So with the toying around around memberships, you get access to fun emojis, and yeah, you could use it. So smash those emojis and stuff, right? So if you got a membership, give a shout out to thank Bitter Troll, which was Bitter Troll, Eddie Soda, Roy Sendova, and Joseph Joke Kerr. So yeah, that's it. That's
Nice.
it. We're all caught up. So Laura, what do you got for us today? What do you?
I have a Lego Marvel set. It's Miles Morales versus the Spot.
Nice.
From the Spider-Verse movies. I'm so excited about these sets because even though these movies came out forever ago,
Yeah,
they finally got around to making sets of them. So I'm excited to get.
that's something I didn't even connect. Like, yeah, they like the Spider-Verse movie was a while ago, but it's good that Lego is kind of backtracking in just making these sets. That's good. So that just got released recently.
Yes, I think this came out like January 1st. I think this was a January 1st drop.
January 1st. Nice. So what else I got? So yeah, I am gonna go.
What you got?
I am. So with the theme, I think this is like kind of like, I've been alluding to this show with you as a guest for the past like couple of weeks. All right. So past couple of weeks, I keep building these Creo sets. So I'm gonna build another one, but I might go and unbox the Transformer finally. And I think the chat is always maybe they're sick of my Transformers, but I got this one in.
Do have that Spider-Man set? Yes. Sorry, so in the chat. Yep.
Right. Yeah, I got Ramjet. So one of the cone heads, one of the Transformer cone heads. This was once upon a time released as an Amazon exclusive 2-pack, but something happened. Not sure what happened with the distribution of these, but that 2-pack was very hard to get. Maybe it was on the boat with where all the toys kind of fell into the water. Not sure, but these set almost ranked up to, it was like retail like $60, but then they skyrocketed to like 300, 400 aftermarket, and it was impossible to get the 2-pack. Wow. And then luckily Hasbro, eventually was like, all right, yeah, there's a demand for these things, right? Like instead of paying the aftermarket price, like they want that money, right? So they got around to releasing it, and now I finally have completed all my Seekers and my 3 cone heads.
Nice.
Fine at last. So yeah, probably get around to that. So yeah. And tonight is what is it? Piranacon. This guy from
very cool.
11 years ago, Creo. So yeah, that's it.
All right, so I can crack this open then. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you can crack it open whenever, man. But
there you go.
Oh, that is some good sounds.
Well, it's these. So they've added these box tabs now to the Lego sets, and it's an issue of great contention in our community.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if the action figure community gets as as turned up by little things like packaging.
Yes,
But you used to have
do.
like
The tab.
basically stickers that would hold the boxes together. And people who collect boxes preferred those because it's easier to kind of remove them without damaging the box.
Yeah.
Whereas this, you have no choice but to damage the box.
To damage it. Yeah.
If you want in there.
Do you prefer the damage box thing, or do you prefer the tape?
So I don't mind because I don't collect. I don't keep my boxes. I'm in Team Recycle.
Nice.
So I get that. Like some boxes, they have nice artwork. Some people collect them just because they like to have the whole package again for when they're done with the set. But I've just never been into.
Yeah, I think I've been still hoarding. Because when was the last time when I was kind of serious? When the Lego Marvel superheroes started, I was kind of big on collecting that, and then also TMNT sets when they had. Right, so I kept those boxes, but then now, I think.
Do you still have those sets? Those sets are really
I still
cool.
have those sets. I still have those sets. I don't think I only got two of the sets of the TMNT ones, but yeah, and then I just stopped eventually. Ethan, I wish I could let my boxes go. Yo, I think I'm on team letting box goes now.
So
nowadays.
you know what it was for me? It became a space issue. I kept boxes for a very long time, and then after a while, I only kept like the really big boxes. And then after a while, I realized I either needed to make space for the Lego or I needed to keep the boxes. So I was just, for me, it was just it made sense.
Yeah. Cool.
I guess it's kind of different because like action figures, you can kind of display them in their boxes still, right?
Yeah, true. Oh, what the heck? Maybe not. Maybe did I build Piranhacon already? Something sabotaged. Chat, something. I think I might have sabotaged myself. So this box
is empty.
Here we go. This is hilarious. So this box, I think it was sealed. I think I cut the tape on it. I opened it up, and it's a Ziploc packaging bag with parts of pieces in it. So I like to think that I might have already built this many years ago. So that's embarrassing. Well,
and it's just been hanging out. Okay, I guess you're moving on to.
Cool. Well, I got to move on to another one.
I got open.
No, I got another one. I hope this isn't. Okay, this one's sealed. I hear it.
You sure?
Yeah. All right. So Abominus.
All right.
So what's your take? Like, obviously, I don't think they have Creo anymore right now, right?
No, Creo. They stopped making Creo a few years ago, I think.
Did you have any?
The alternative brands.
Yeah.
I think for a long time the alternative brands weren't really up to stuff. Like Creo, they have cool things like the Transformers, but it never really like felt the same or played the same as Lego.
Yeah.
It's the other, like you have like Mega Bloks, for instance, which it was a Canadian company actually before it was owned by Mattel.
Yeah.
But like when you played with them, or if you bought like third-party brands, like Le Pen got sued out of existence, but still kind of exists for example.
Okay.
Like they never felt as good, right?
Yeah.
Like you could feel like it's cheap plastic, and they were supposed to be compatible, but it never really felt like it stood up.
It felt like it might have stressed, like, each other, right? Like the Lego brick versus the Creo. It felt like, or in Mega Bloks as well, right? It felt like it stressed it, right?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't 100%. So I think that's a pretty good segue into one of the topics that I'm curious about, right? And I'm not sure if the toy community here in the chat knows about is this Mattel Brick Shop.
Oh, the Brick Shop. Yes.
The Brick Shop. Introducing.
I know.
These blocks.
Don't tell the other Lego people, but I've signed up for the mailing list.
I don't think I know any other Lego people right now aside from you. You are my number one source. So what this is Mattel's take at building blocks now, right?
It is. Well, I mean, so they had Mega Bloks before, and I don't think Mega Bloks themselves get made anymore. But yeah, now they're moving on to this And these bricks look exactly like Lego brick. I mean, those ones, they're obviously digital renders, but like
Yeah.
that looks like a Lego brick, except with a different logo, right?
Yeah. I don't know how I
Um,
feel about like Mattel, like all over it. I think Barbie when I look at this right now.
I think it's interesting. One, because like when the first like teaser they dropped was like
Mhm.
a few months ago. It was on International Lego Day. It was
Yeah.
the anniversary of Lego's patent on the Lego brick, which
Yeah.
in their defense, Lego's lost that patent, so it's not like they're not allowed to use it.
Okay.
But I think it was it's super like a shot over the bow almost of Lego
Yeah.
to like drop this teaser on the day Lego is celebrating themselves.
Yeah, like it's so some drama
Yeah.
going on, right? Like shots fired.
Yeah, so I think it was a very interesting choice, a very intentional kind of we're coming at you.
Yeah.
But I am interested to see what happens because for like I said, for a long time, the thing Lego had over everybody else was the quality of their product.
That is true. Yep.
And now I think the gap on that is narrowing a lot. Like, I mean, there's a couple I've tried, like Fun Hole, which has a terrible name, but the product they're making is actually pretty good. It's very comparable.
Yeah.
Now, like I could tell the difference, but to be
To a
fair, I've been doing
child,
a lot of Lego,
right?
so
Yeah.
like I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm the most neutral person to compare that
Yeah.
to. Um, but honestly, it's the first alternative I've tried in a long time where like I actually feel like you could substitute bricks,
Okay. Cool.
and I think the quality's it's not quite the same, but it's very close. And they're doing some innovative things with their parts that I don't think Lego is doing, like making allowances for what a lot of hobbyists do, which is add lights.
That
Um,
okay.
so
Interesting.
and then the thing that sets them apart is the price point. They're selling their product at a third of what Lego is selling theirs
Oh,
at.
it's a third? It's
It,
that much.
it's
Okay.
really cheap. And granted, they can do that because it's probably being made in a factory somewhere, not in, probably not the best conditions.
Yeah. And,
um,
and sorry,
but
Lego is the factory is in
they have a few factories. I think in the Czech, they have one in Denmark, one in Mexico.
Mhm.
So they have a few facilities. To be their facilities are largely automated, actually.
Okay.
But I'm almost certain, not to dunk on China, but I'm almost certain these are probably coming. These alternative builds are coming from China at some point.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Something that I don't. Jazzwares. Have you heard of BLDR building sets from Jazzwares?
I have not.
I'm
Go check it out.
I'm trying to do this
But yeah, but no, I haven't bought anything off AliExpress. I've seen other people do it. There's some interesting stuff. I think the thing with AliExpress is a lot of the design. So there's a website called Rebrickable where
Mhm.
like fans can post their own designs. And they often sell like their own
instructions and
Yeah.
stuff, right? Okay.
And I think a lot of the stuff that ends up on AliExpress is actually designs that have been ripped off from there.
Yeah.
So I have never done it just because I feel like I obviously have the skill set and the part collection where I can just go to Rebrickable and buy it and build it myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. But I mean, you can get some really interesting stuff.
And that's what it looks like. Hey, this is pretty interesting stuff too. These BLDR ones. View in StreamYard. How do I do this? Nope. Nah. There. So this is an example of a BLDR set. I honestly, I didn't even
kind of cute.
Right? And this is crazy. It's like cross thing with Squishmallows, which is Squishmallows
Right.
is pretty huge in itself, right?
And oh yeah,
compatibility. What these are. There's also other ones. There's Hello Kitty and Friends. Is it? Sport Portfolio Originals? No, shouldn't be off. BLDR shot ball. Let's see.
But so okay, like getting back to the brick shop versus Lego. So I think it's gonna come down to kind of like the console wars at this point, the licensing, right? The
Okay.
licensing that they can get.
Yeah.
Because I think so. Like I said, Funhole, they make a pretty good product, but they're very niche in terms of I think how they can communicate that and advertise that and who they can reach.
Yeah.
Like they do like a lot of influencers kind of push their product and stuff. And I've seen it on Amazon. But Mattel obviously has the same marketing power as Lego. I mean, they're another major. So if they can produce a brick that is similar in quality, cheaper than Lego, which I don't think will be hard, and they can market it at the same level, I think Lego could have a competitor on their hands.
No, I think you're right on this. Like, and Mattel obviously has a lot of licenses, right? And like, how hard is it for them to like, all right, aside from 6-inch action figures, we want, the little ones, little scale minifigs or whatever it is, right? So,
and a lot of it, I think, is going to come down to that licensing because, I mean, you've been seeing Lego snap up licenses like crazy over the last 2 years. Like they just a few months, and now they're rolling out the sets. They announced a huge partnership with F1. Bluey is getting sets this year.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's good.
There's a ton more. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing. But so yeah, they're just like locking down these licensing deals, and I'm almost certain it's partly because they're that's where they're going to have to fight this war on what brands they have rather than the specifics of the product.
Okay.
I mean, for me, I know the reason. One of the reasons Lego is expensive is because they're a privately owned company. They're still owned by the family who founded it, and they pour a ton of money into what I, as a consumer, do find valuable. Things like sustainability. They're working to make themselves carbon net neutral. They're working to move to their bricks because obviously plastic is terrible for the environment. So they're working to make their bricks out of more recyclable plastic. They do a lot of outreach for like children's charities and things like that.
Yeah.
Now, for me as a consumer, that I like that because Lego is probably the only brand I buy where I actually feel positive. I think most corporations are
like they check off all the box and they're legit about the initiatives.
Whereas like Lego, they have bonuses tied to sustainability goals. Like they built it into their company corporate structure, which I appreciate. But I can also appreciate that adds money to their bottom line. They can't,
Yeah, it's at a cost, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's definitely contributing to one of the reasons these sets. I mean, this set was $60 for what is it? Almost 400 pieces. So, and the prices, especially in the last few years, have become super aggressive.
How much would you say the markup has gone in the past couple of years?
At least 25%.
25%. Okay, I was ballparking like for me for action figures, and I'm not sure if the toy community can agree. I think everything feels like around there, like 20 to almost 30%. That's how I feel. So you guys are feeling it too.
Oh, definitely. And it's so with Lego, obviously the products, well, I guess action figures must be similar, aren't necessarily identical every time, but there's certain stuff that like I can just see like a set of a similar design with a similar piece count comes out next year. It's $3 more expensive than it was the previous year. It definitely hurts. Like I know it's hard to believe from looking at this, but I'm buying less Lego because my budget hasn't increased. Like my salary is barely increased.
It's not keeping up.
I'm definitely buying less Lego than I was 5 years ago. Don't get me wrong; it's probably still an excessive amount of Lego, but
but it has definitely slowed down. Like same thing with me. It's just like even my toy buying habits, like especially like in the past 2-3 years, has slowed down. I've actually been looking at more like aftermarket, things instead. But okay, I'm gonna see this. Like, now I know what Funhole is. Like, I never understood. Like, I didn't know what the brand was called, right? But I know a buddy of mine does.
Yeah, it's a terrible brand name. I I don't know what market research they did to end
Yeah,
up with Funhole, but every
yeah,
time I say it, I feel a bit naughty.
yeah. It's like what Johnny Cox said. Like when you said it, this is exactly what I thought. Fun hole. I'm like,
No, no, it's
okay.
wholesome fun.
Yeah, wholesome fun. Okay,
Yeah,
now I get it. And I think there are
but
some.
it's
Yeah,
so
these are
like
really nice, and these have the
the
lights
lights built
in it,
directly
right?
in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So, but even because they have the lights built directly in, they have some really cool features where they like actually have parts that are um molded to give way for like cables and stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Which is actually really cool because like when you add lights and after an aftermarket light kit to a Lego set, you kind of have to make you either have to make either have to change the set or your set like the tolerances on Lego are so tight. There's really no space to put
yes.
cables, so your set is like now misaligned, or
Yeah.
you have to rebuild sections of your set to like run your cables. I know it's
Interesting.
such
See,
a
this is something I've never thought of, right? But this is good to know, right? If I want to dabble in it, and I know Mario here 796 was saying that he likes like there's some fun whole cyberpunk stuff, and I'm curious about that stuff if they have it. I don't know if I can find it.
I don't know about
Nothing
cyber.
looks
I know
very
they had like
cyberpunky.
steampunk. I don't. They could have.
Yeah, I see steampunk stuff, but
They
I
might.
don't see any
Can you do by? There's no like by theme collections.
That's what I was doing. Theme, maybe town life. Okay, cool. See, I don't know
There you
how to
go.
Google. You know what? It's not even I don't know how to Google. It's just like I don't know how to navigate. That's what it is, everybody. So this, okay, this is what Mario was talking about.
That's kind of cool.
Wait, hold on. Where is it? Thing. Why is it quick view? That was the quick view. I don't want quick view, man. Maybe.
So what's
Let me
that?
see bigger. There we go. Oh yeah. Yo, this is dope.
Does it say how many pieces it is?
This is 2,507 pieces.
Okay. All right. So that isn't actually a third. I have to admit that's probably closer to 60% of the price of a Lego set of
Okay.
similar price. Yeah.
It's the other half. Oh, this is
Yeah.
nice. This is nice for sure.
Yeah. Well, so also where you get the savings, like if you do a lot of like aftermarket light kits,
Mhm.
like those are additional cost, right? So you could
Yeah.
spend, $300 on the set and still spend, depending on where you get your light kit, like
Yeah.
an extra $30 to an extra $100.
Oh,
Yeah.
then that is another. I would probably say like was that like 20-30% more, right?
Yeah.
Another 20-30% more.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the brand I love for light kits is crazy expensive. I barely ever buy them anymore because my Lego budget
Yeah.
has to be. There's some real there are some good ones that are more reasonable, but
It's dope. Do you know any if these? Oh, darn! Look at this.
yeah,
This strip here. That's sick.
no, and they build well and they look nice. Yeah,
But in
like
terms of the compatibility for this versus Lego, like with Lego,
it's
like
complete.
it's complete.
Because
Good.
I mean, I've built a couple of them, and literally you could put parts side by side, and they look almost identical.
Okay.
And they slot together the same way, like the clutch power, and yeah.
Oh no! Do I have to start dabbling in this? Oh no!
Sorry.
No, I'm scared now. But yeah, what are you excited about? Some upcoming releases. Like I know recently Lego did the partnership with F1.
Yes.
I've seen it. I love it, especially the Speed Champion ones, right? Because the scale that scale for the Speed Champions, like it's just so much easier for collecting and storage. I'm excited to eventually get the whole 10 F1 cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you like excited about?
So the things I'm most excited about this year so far are still just in the rumor stage.
Yeah.
So there's rumored to be a new Arkham Asylum set, like a big one. Like a $400 kind of range one. which I am very excited about because that was my first set getting back to getting into Lego as an adult. So I feel like it would be kind of a full circle. Plus, they barely ever make DC sets anymore, so it's just good to know that they have things other than Batmobile.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other rumor is the Enterprise.
Enterprise. Okay, Star Trek?
Star Trek, yeah.
Oh,
So,
they've never had anything.
No,
They didn't have a
it
crossover
belonged
with it,
to was it a Creo? I think Creo had the license for
Yes,
Lego.
yes, Creo did. Yeah, you're right.
And then when Creo went defunct, it went to like a different third party, like Blue Bricks, I think.
Okay.
And they've lost the license now. So the license was up in the air, and then this rumor appeared early this year. And I have said many times that I don't collect Star Wars because there's too many things to collect.
Yeah.
But if they ever got the license for Star Trek, I would bankrupt myself. Like I would buy every ship of the fleet. So if they are making an Enterprise, it is very exciting to me. So I'm hoping they can confirm that rumor this year.
So also quick question. Star Trek or Star Wars for you?
Star Trek.
Same? Star Trek?
I love Star Wars. I do enjoy Star Wars. But
I could
Star
see,
Trek
I could see do you have any Star Wars at the back there? Or is that the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. carrier?
That's a shield. Yeah. Sorry,
Shield carrier.
That's a shield carrier. I do have a couple Star Wars sets. I have like an X-Wing. I have a couple like Ahsoka's ship, I think was the one I built last time I was here.
Yeah.
But not a whole lot.
Okay, cool.
So
Star Trek, the Enterprise ship.
Yeah.
Anything else that's been rumored?
What?
Or looking forward
for new releases, those are the like that's the big one. There's still a ton on my wish list that I wish I could pick up.
Yeah.
Like the Dungeons and Dragons set, which I think is over a year old now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is so cool, but I can't find $500. There's always like stuff going on. I can't find $500 for it. I keep hoping it's going to go on sale.
Yeah. It's very similar to like how they recently released, was it the Lego it was a T-Rex skeleton?
Yes.
Right? And like
it just
that
came out
one,
this week, I think.
I was like, I want that. I want that.
Like
but I can't. Yeah, I can't. Like that's nuts.
And so I justified not getting it by the fact that it's so big. But they did post a hilarious video from Lego. Obviously, people had complained about how big it was, showing where you could put it in your house, and it's just like a.
It's definitely like this thing's definitely a centerpiece. Like
it's huge.
Like this one,
it's so cool though.
Yeah,
and it articulates, so you can like swing the tail and the head, and
I wouldn't even keep this in this toy room right now, right? Like for me, like this is something that I'd throw it in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is so good for it.
The question is, can you throw it in the living room? Would anybody have a problem with that?
No, they'll be fine. They'll be fine with it. This is cool, man. Like, damn, all the articulation.
Very cool.
This is nuts.
Yeah. There's actually there's a new Jurassic Park movie out this year.
Yep.
And there's a whole bunch of sets. Some of them have, I think the Spinosaurus is finally getting a Lego dinosaur. Like they're like special molded pieces.
Yeah.
And the Mosasaurus is getting not a dinosaur, not a molded piece, a brick build, but it looks really cool.
Nice.
So those I'm actually looking forward, because I started off with superheroes, and now like I gotta collect the dinosaurs to add them to my Jurassic Park.
Wasn't I asking you about Jurassic Park ones? Because when I started to do the collection thing, it was Marvel, it was the TMNT, and then I have the Jurassic World, the first one.
Okay.
I might have started getting in touch with you during then, but I don't know. Time's fuzzy right now for me.
I know
how long we've talked. But yeah.
But yeah, so I have all of the Jurassic Park / World sets. Well, except for that new dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll break down and get it eventually. Because like part of it, I don't know if you have this, but is there like a collector FOMO?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there is.
Where it's like, because like, I mean, one of the reasons I had to get these sets is because I want the minifigures, because I have
Yeah.
a huge minifigure collection.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, sometimes you see stuff and you're like disappointed by. I'm
It's
sure
the
it
only
takes a lot of
minifigure of
effort
that.
to make,
Yeah.
to bring these sets to life.
Yeah.
But like, so I think the next big one for the like Marvel Lego is they have the big scene from Endgame, like the on your left scene.
Yep.
So
I
it's
think
coming
seen that.
out next month or the month after, maybe. And it feels underwhelming for what the scene is. But on the flip side of it is, I know I have to buy it because there's a bunch of like minifigures that you can only get in that set.
But that's the
Like rewarding bad behavior almost.
it's very similar to like how I would say this action figure community is where like, all right, there's like the standard of like, this is the best say, I don't know, whatever, like Falcon figure, right?
Yeah.
And then you want to make sure that you get it, you know, and not FOMO out afterwards, right? And then later on, you know, like who knows, a couple of years later, they're gonna come out with the next best thing, right?
Yeah.
But then
What
at that
do you think,
time,
like the shelf life on it, or does it vary from action?
I think it varies. Chat,
Yeah.
like, what do you guys think? Is there shelf life? Like, what's the shelf life you think? I think probably like Marvel figures, like probably like 3, 4, 5 years, maybe, right?
Okay.
And then they usually replace it with something else, like a newer version. What are your thoughts? Johnny, DK, have you built any flame toy kits? No, but I do have a flame toy kit eventually coming that I pre-ordered. And this is the first non-transformable transformer toy that I actually went out to try and pre-order, which is the Beast Wars Megatron that I will eventually have when they actually release it. So I'm looking forward to that one.
How long do you have to wait?
Let me try and figure that out. Like, I can't remember. Was it August? Toys kit, main toys, Beast Wars, Megatron. I don't even remember. Maybe August. Oh, you know what? Soon, in the next couple of months. This is sure this tab instead. So it's this bad boy.
Ooh.
It's out in May, and I ordered it off. Should have used the right website. I ordered it off ages 3 and up. So yeah, looking forward to this. But yeah, and for me, like Transformers, Beast Wars, like that cemented everything for me. So this was a no-brainer, right? And there, everybody. This is my first non-transforming Transformer that I've bought in the past 5-10 years. I'm caving in. So yeah. Yoko's in the chat. Hello, Yoko. But she's saying hi. Hi, Kev. Oh, she said hi, Butterfam. That's what it is. Yoko's in the chat. So yeah.
You're chatting. I'm only half paying attention, and I'm building these things wrong.
Oh, I'm half paying attention. Like, I'm trying to pay attention to everything and then not, like, you know, derail the stream again.
There we go.
And I just want to share this. This is the final battle set that you were talking about, right?
No, that one's the old final battle set.
Oh, that's the old final. Okay, it's the one with the
There's
whole.
one. It should be on the website already.
It has the portals, right?
Yeah, it's got there we go. That one, yeah.
Yeah, this one.
So I think people are underwhelmed because it's supposed to be this like epic set piece, and it feels like it's got a lot smashed into like a small footprint.
It seems like it. Yeah. It definitely seems like it. It is a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah. And I think also they're opting for these kind of. You can play with them, but I think they're opting more for like display style sets. The last couple ones that they've released.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because they're going after like, you know, us the collector types more than like kids and stuff. But I personally am a person who likes to play. So like if it's just if you're supposed to set it up one way and just have it look like
Yeah.
that, for me, that's less.
That's less fun.
Yeah.
Right. But the portals are cool on it.
Yes.
What it looks like, but then I'm pretty sure. Is that a new piece? No, it's just a circle.
No, it's I think it's 4 quarter circles, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's 4
and they're
quarter
pinned
circles,
together,
and then there's smaller ones, but
Yeah,
those
I mean,
ones are full
we've
circles.
seen that design in other sets already, so
Okay, so nothing special
yeah.
aside from the minifigs that are special.
Yeah, and then like so it's basically it's going to come down to those minifigs, and I think Lego knows that's what drives a lot of it because like they've definitely been very tactical about the way they've deployed minifigs in sets.
Yeah.
Whereas like so I haven't actually compared what's in there, but I think so. Like the Spider-Man's a new print, but I think a lot of the other ones aren't necessarily new prints. Like that Scarlet Witch is definitely a reuse, and like Falcon is a reuse, except he's got different wings. There's like 3 of them this year, and he has different wings on each of them.
Yeah, and the guns. Well, like my set was probably like I don't know whenever Endgame came out, and these guns are definitely new.
Yep.
I don't think I ever had these guns. These guns actually shoot, right?
Yeah, they do. But then we get into the big debate: is it a new figure because of the accessories, or is it a new figure because of the
design on the minifig?
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. True. Well, yeah. No, it's a pretty dope set. But yeah, you're right. Everything just seems crammed.
Yeah. So, but I mean, again, that is the joy of this hobby is like you can take that as a base and then, build something pretty
around
cool.
it. Yeah.
Like right now, I'm building a massive Batcave. It's bigger than any Batcave set I've ever bought, and I bought a few Batcave sets.
Did you buy that big giant Batcave? That was it like a box?
No, I didn't buy that one. But I bought the 1966 one or 69 one. And I bought at least 2 other smaller Batcave sets, the one from the Lego Batman movie. And I think one from the animated show.
Okay.
Why didn't Scott? Yes, exactly.
It's true.
Like people are very confused about the choice. They basically used they have the standard mech kind of configuration. Here, I have one over here. So this one's a Venom.
Okay, hold on.
But
it's
kind of a standard, there we go, configuration that they use, and they just kind of change out the characters and the colors and the accessories. But they're more or less built in a very similar fashion. So like they've just built him one of those, and then they have like the regular minifigures sticking out.
Yeah, no, which is again, I think I mentioned it off like the previous stream of like where you and I streamed. I did that when I was like 6 years old. Obviously, I didn't have the articulated arms as well as I had, right? I only had that. What's that brick that just hinges up and down? It's like a 2x1, but then
is it like there is a hinge brick on like
there's a hinge brick. There's a hinge brick. So that back in the days, like that was the only one that was hingy.
Yeah.
Or one of the hingy ones, right? And I had to use that for everything. Right. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like we've definitely come a long way since I was a kid, just in terms of like the variety of parts to do something. In some ways, I mean, it's really cool because now you can do all sorts of things. You can like literally like you can build round, which is a very hard thing to do in a hobby that's mostly squares.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can articulate things at angles that you couldn't really do before. But on the flip side, I think it also leads to more like prescription, like to build your sets in a specific way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Because the more you do it, you get used to these like new parts and what you can do with them. But I think for like an entry level person, like some of the really technical parts can be discouraging. Maybe
it's like that's all you could do with it.
Yeah. Well, because you don't know what else you can do with it, right? And then the more you build these sets, the more comfortable you become with it. But I think as opposed to like, when I was, playing with my pirate sets back in like the early 90s, Like you could rebuild that very easily in a whole bunch of configurations. Whereas now the specialized parts, like you have to use specialized parts in the specialized ways. Otherwise, you kind of,
Then that's it. But then those specialized parts, like, it's like the Lego community is very creative. They can figure out something else to do with it, right? Like I've seen so much creativity with these new parts, and new parts are usually generally pretty exciting.
Yes.
In the community, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For like people who are very, yes, you're right. It is. And like, I mean, there are pages dedicated to just looking at the new parts. Like people get very passionate about it. But I think like from like if I just gave you a Lego set, it would be harder for you, I think, to be creative with it without the instructions.
Okay, cool.
Not a knock on you, just like
no. Yeah. No, I get it. And it's like, I mean, like, look at this, all this Creo stuff. It's like, I'm not saying that these are new parts or whatever, right? But it's just like, I never had these things as, as a Lego person. Like, this is like, what else am I going to do with this, right? If I was trying to build a city, I couldn't do anything. Just give me 1 sec. I got to make sure the door is closed. The dogs are barking. Sorry. Yeah, so I had originally closed my door, and then somehow one of the dogs crashed in here. So it wasn't fully shut. So then I could just hear them all barking. I'm like, no.
Yeah. But yeah, you can go if you go to like Lego conventions, you can take like little classes, little master classes.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because you always like learn new things about how people are like building mechs or whatever it is and the parts that they use. So
hopefully one day, like I can go, and I actually want to kind of drag my buddy with me that like he's been dabbling with Lego lately.
Yep.
And I want to try and drag him though. John to the Ross. Has anyone played with Lego AliExpress? I want to add an additional floor to official X Mansion. Again, I don't think you've dabbled in the AliExpress stuff, right?
Yeah, not AliExpress. So I usually go to Rebrickable, and then I have a ton of bricks here. And if I don't have them, I go to Bricklink, and then it's basically a website where people sell parts to each other.
Parts, yeah. I remember like back in the days, like I've used Bricklink before, but I don't remember what I tried to build.
So like you get the parts list off Rebrickable. They're like, you need all these, and then you just take it over there, and you can buy everything.
Yeah.
All right, this is definitely harder to do when you're carrying on a conversation. Because,
I've just unpackaged mine
now, and I have completed a car.
That's awesome. At least you completed a car. All I've done is like part of a minifigure right now. Like that's all I've done. Like it's just I might not even get to fully build it because I can't multitask as much. But does that car, the doors open? Or is there anything
no,
with it aside from the wheels?
This one is it's a pretty static car. You got to get the roof off
Okay.
To get
cool. So one seater.
Dad out of here. Come here. Oop.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So
that's pretty dope.
There we go. Yeah. Now we can build a bodega. But yeah. So I mean, so like I also want to add a second story to my X-Men because you're right. The building is it just looks weird with like it's squat. So I think it's
jammed. Everything's like crammed and jammed.
Well, everything is crammed, and I mean, you see that a lot with Lego though, because of the scale of things. But just like the building, like it feels like it should be taller. And that they had to take a level out. I'm guessing for cost because it was also like a $400 set. But
sorry, it's just right.
Why is it?
I'm trying to. There we go.
Yeah. So okay, it doesn't look so bad on the website, but like in context of my city, it definitely, because every other city building modular is 3 stories. So like this is supposed to be a fancy mansion. I put it next to my other buildings. It's like so
where exactly like do you need to, or when you're saying you wanted to put another floor?
Yeah.
level?
So basically, I was going to add a third level Like
third
just,
level. Okay,
yeah,
that's what it is.
see the
Okay.
roof breaks apart there, so just add basically replicating that second level is what I've seen a lot of other people do.
Okay. How tall is the X-Men mansion anyway? I thought it was just 2 levels. Like, no lie.
Well, it is only 2 levels, but it's
But because everything's so
like 10
crammed, you
inches,
want to
12
add
inches
more
tall?
levels. Sorry?
Oh, you mean the actual one in the
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like how many levels do they have? Like in the actual one.
I don't know.
Up for debate.
Oh, so 2 is accurate?
2. It's actually 2.5. If I'm looking at this great. Share this tab.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, 2.5, right? Ish. 2.5
Yep.
levels.
All right. I'm still gonna do it because I feel like it just needs to feel taller. That one's got 3.
Yeah, this one's okay. Okay, cool. All right, 3 it is. I think this one's
Yeah.
the more legit one.
And a pool in the back.
Word. Brick something is here. Yay, Brickventuring.
Hey!
Let's talk Lego. Heck yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Here we go. Now I got
I'm coming
Mr. Spot or Spot.
Yeah. That's why I dragged Laura here.
Yeah. That's another reason I'm excited about these Spider-Verse sets is getting a whole new set of like minifigures because we haven't had a new Spider-Man design. I know that sounds silly, but we haven't had one in like a couple of years. So getting new ones is very exciting to me. Add to my collection.
Is this one better? Like, is there more detail in it?
Well,
in your
so
opinion?
I mean, this one in particular is Miles. But no, I just like having new ones.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because I think the Spider-Man, is he this guy? No, this one doesn't have the arm print. But I mean, we've had pretty much the same kind of body for Spider-Man for like at least 2 years now. So just to see more Spider-Man being added, there's supposed to be a CMF series. So we got Miles.
CMF.
He doesn't have a. It's probably
hard.
I struggle with black on. Yeah. He doesn't have a leg print, but the CMF series. Have you seen those ones? The one that they come in the blind boxes. Yeah.
Sorry, I got muted.
So we're supposed to get a Spider-Verse of those.
Yeah.
Which I think will be really cool. So we'll get like hopefully some of the other characters from Spider-Verse.
So
like Peter B. Parker and
a whole series of blind boxes just for Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, so they usually do like 12 a set, so not sure exactly what characters you'd get, but because they haven't actually officially announced it, but
what's this? Bricks something. The action figure world is in a tizzy about the Mythic Legion's Green Dragon, but not enough people are talking about the awesome $60 3-in-1 Lego Creator Green Dragon Phoenix Chinese Dragon. Okay, I'm gonna pull these up.
those Creator 3-in-1 sets are actually awesome.
They are. I've seen a couple. Let me try and find. Toying Around says I buy a Spider-Verse CMF wave. Yeah. Thank you, Brick Something, for giving me the Lego set number.
And I think that's one of the reasons Lego has been snapping up all these licensing deals is they're like gateways to get people into Lego, right? So like the F1 franchise, there was already that kind of connection with the Speed Championship series.
Yep.
But now like they have Lego booths at all these F1 events. They have people who may not have been interested in Lego before who are now looking at these like beautiful large Technic sets. And like that's just like one series. Like the botanical ones, I think is speaking to a whole different group of people. The art installation ones, like there's a new Van Gogh flowers set out this year.
Yeah,
I bought my mom the Starry Night one from a few years ago.
Nice.
Because yeah, she's not into Lego, but she really liked that. So I like they're kind of like gateway sets. So they kind of pull you in. Then once you, because it's fun. It's fun to do once you get into it.
It is.
Yeah.
And like my nieces, like they've dabbled in Lego, like throughout their lives and stuff like that, right? But then they've seemed to be gravitating a lot more to like the botanical ones lately.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about them. And then I think I bought some of them for.
Yeah.
So all right,
That
okay,
that series is doing really well, because they keep coming out with new ones, and I know there was just their like financial report, and it was listed as one of their top themes. So
yeah.
I think people
to
really like
what
those.
Brick Something was, yeah. So what Brick Something was talking about at the stage, boom.
Yeah.
So
That's
chat,
awesome.
which one would you buy?
Wow.
So it's either the Mythic Legions crowdfund or a $60 Lego 3-in-1 Lego set, right?
I'm biased, but that Lego set looks awesome.
Yeah.
And it would go great next to my castle, which I also haven't built yet.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. So yeah, these are good. But yeah, holy crap, they look almost identical. This is hilarious. Good call, Brick Something. This is this is good comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Have you bought any action figures lately, or is it still just Lego? Because I recall
It's yeah.
like, I think you purged everything, right?
Yeah, I
purged all
pretty
your
much
action
purged
figures?
everything a few years ago. I think the only thing I don't know if it counts as buying or as an action figure, but I did recently pre-order from the Arcane TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
a Hot Toys of one of the characters that's
Oh,
like
okay,
not
which
due
one?
out until the end of the year or something. But I was just like, I was so blown away. I was like, I gotta have
Okay.
that. So it's like it's Vi from the
Nice.
final act of the last season. So I don't know. It's rare for me to buy because all my money is usually tied up in my Lego.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool figure. So
Vi, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Act
So-
3, I think is what it's called. Or
Is it this one? I think it's this one. I hope I'm getting these things right. Vi. Is it this one?
yeah, it's that one.
No, it was a good choice. It was a good choice. This
I
is
think it's
cool.
really cool. And
Is this-
I really loved your character, and it was like the whole thing. I got caught up in that like whole Arcane super fury that happened back in November.
Okay. I haven't checked it
haven't?
out.
No.
But
Okay,
No,
so what
so I
happened
gotta-
in around October? My Instagram feed got flooded with these like fan edits of the first season.
okay.
And I hadn't bothered because the first season was like 3 years old now.
Yeah.
And eventually the fan edits got so invasive. I don't know. It must have been a marketing tactic of some. Yeah, there we go. See, also, that I
Yeah.
was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. And I watched the first season, and I just like I fell in love. And then the second season premiered like right then. That's why I'm almost
Right
certain it
after,
was a
right? So
marketing
it's like
tactic. But yeah, they sucked me in good.
nice.
But it was definitely worth it. It's emotionally draining, but it's really well done.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I heard. I think my girlfriend was watching that, but like I haven't had time to sit down and check it
Yeah.
out. Josh Brown says no jinx.
No jinx.
Like, you're not gonna get
no.
jinxed?
Actually, so I mean, well, first of all, this thing was crazy expensive. What is yeah.
True.
It's gonna be no Lego in December whenever this drops.
No Lego December.
Yeah. So the Jinx one was cool too, but I like this one better. And I was also thinking to myself that the one character that's missing from like that third act one is Caitlyn, and if I had to choose between the two,
Mhm.
I kind of hope that they have that one cooking somewhere, and then I might get that later.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you know what? I gotta check it out. I definitely gotta check this thing out. Like it looks cool. Everyone's talking about it. So
Yeah, it's well done. The sound design, the animation, the acting, I think it's a pretty solid show.
and the story, the writing's good.
And the
right?
writing, yes, sorry,
So,
yeah. Yeah, there's a story too, guys. So it's, at some point, this is but what am I doing with my Lego here? So that's the only action figure I have to admit that I've bought recently. But I think
Well, it's good.
it's this
I
economy,
think
man.
it's a really good one. Yes, everything's crazy. Yeah. Balance
are you
board
going
in
to
an
San Diego
alternate
Comic-Con this year?
universe. I am. Are you?
I am. Yeah.
All right. Cool. We'll hang out.
I keep going
We'll
back
hang
and
out.
forth on it because I do have tickets, but on the flip side, I'm starting to get worried about traveling to the United States.
You and me both, but
Yeah.
YOLO for me. In an alternate universe, DK cancels his SDCC plan and buys the mythic dragon. Balance board, trust me, it did cross my mind.
Is it
I'm
that
not gonna
expensive?
lie, it did cross my mind. It is. How much was it? Like 600? I think.
Yeah. No, come to San Diego Comic-Con with me.
DK the caption now. Late to the party. Oh, DK the captain now. Yes, Arcade's revenge. I am. Look at me. Wait, hold on. Let me do this right.
Yeah, flip it over.
Do this. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully, I don't get canceled now.
Any Lego Grails on your list?
That's a good question, Josh.
Yeah. There's a few sets definitely. The downside, action figures are probably like this too, is if you miss a Lego set and it goes to the secondary market, you'll have to pay very heavily. So the two sets,
double?
the one was from the Lego movie. The Metal Beards Sea Cow. It's like this massive pirate ship.
Yep.
It's such a cool set. But I never bought it when it was out because at the time I had just started getting back into Lego and it seemed like a lot of money to spend. I think now it's going for like easily twice what it was retailing at. So should have committed. And then
I
another
still
one
remember.
Yes. Yeah, so at the time it
I
seemed
still
really
remember
expensive.
I found this
Like
at
$300 set.
Yeah, I found this at Walmart when they had like the sales clearance or whatever, right? Box was a little like beat up. I think it was like 200. But I didn't pull the trigger. I wanted this as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really cool set. You see, it came with a couch and everything. And then the other one is so they've just released a new one. But they had the original Mars rover, which is like I think it's got to be at least 12 or 13 years old now. So they had that set that retired like the year before I got back into collecting. And so it's been on my list. And I've only ever seen it at conventions, and it's now going also for a ridiculous amount of money. So I might just commit to buying the new one.
The new one is about $130. I'm trying to find a picture of the
the new one. Yeah, it's not terribly priced. It is largely Technic though, and Technic does make me sad sometimes.
I'm surprised Technic still. Well, Technic is. Well, why does Technic make you sad?
It's just very intricate, and this is going to sound silly, but like Lego, you build kind of like up in layers. Technic, you almost build it in 3D because you're like slotting things down and sideways, like to make all those like, bars fit together. And if you make a mistake, and like if I make a mistake in Lego, I can undo it fairly quickly. If you make a mistake in Technic, it's a real bitch. Excuse my language. So that's why sometimes I grimace at Technic. But the Technic sets are amazing. They're super cool. And a lot of them are built in ways like you can motorize them and stuff.
Yeah.
So I am a fan of Technic. It just scares me sometimes because because like, you know, I'm easily distracted. So like I'm building a very basic and I keep making mistakes here because I'm having a conversation. So
yeah. Hey, you and me both. I'm trying to Google this Curiosity set at the same time and not and then pay attention to the conversation, and then also read the comments as well. So I'm just like and obviously panicking about like, you know, if Kevin makes any comments like, hey, you're not doing this, you're not doing that,
Why are you screwing up my show?
why are you screwing up? So yeah, why isn't it showing up? What the heck?
Yeah, I think it's like the original like Kuso one.
Okay, this is it. This is it. All right, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Share this tab instead. Is it this one?
Yeah, it's that one. So I mean, it's not like spectacular, but like I just remember wanting this really badly, and I had like literally just missed it. It had just gone off shelves, and I couldn't at that point because I was new. I wasn't aware of all these like secondary places you could go, and yeah. And like this is the one I remember watching it on TV when they like landed it, and
yeah. I remember that too. What was it like? The scale is nice for this one. I think it goes well with like the collection. I think the new one is pretty big, right?
Yes, yeah, I think it's probably twice the size, and that also speaks, I guess, to the way techniques have improved. Like it's larger, and it also has way more like movable bits. So like the new one is a very cool set.
Yeah. Blaine's poor. Our captain is multitasking now. It is probably one of my biggest weaknesses is multitasking. For sure. That Lego Batman Joker Manor is a grail. Always regretted passing on it.
Oh no. I think we just lost him. Now I'm all by myself in this chat.
Hello.
Okay, hi. Yeah, sorry. Yes, it's a very cool set. I thought I had lost you there. I was getting very worried.
No, worry. I ran back. Sorry. I somehow this button slipped, and apparently I backed out of the entire page. So trust me, I sweated a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey, technical difficulty, DK.
Yeah. It was a cool set. I also missed out on that Joker girl. I should have bought more of the Lego Batman sets at the time. I kind of slept on them, and I shouldn't have, because there's a bunch of figs in there that now I can't get because the secondary market is
terrible. Would you say that it goes double usually?
It depends on the set. But like some stuff like who was it? The polka dot guy from Suicide Squad.
Okay.
So he wasn't in like this set, but he was in a Lego Batman movie set, and didn't get him, and he was totally reasonably priced for a really long time, and then that movie came out, and he like tripled in value. And now like I don't want him enough to pay that. But I still feel bad because my collection is incomplete because I missed it.
Because you I get it.
Yeah. No, this was a cool set.
This is a fun set for sure.
Yeah.
Thing. I love Jay Sinner's comment right here.
Yeah. And then so that Robin is also crazy expensive now.
that Robin, this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and that's
I love this. The Batman movie. Like it's just so hilarious. Like this scene. Yeah, no, it's an awesome set for sure. Thing. Jason's comment. Welcome to Bricking the Bed with DK. I like that. I really like that.
They're hard on you.
Yeah, it's the chat. They're awesome. They're awesome, man. They're not hard. It's all love.
Yeah. And
fun banter.
Oh, I think is that Batman also? Do I have that Batman? I think I do have that Batman. It's. Oh no, maybe I don't. I think that Batman is also crazy expensive.
Like it's nuts. Like how much would you say that this one is? Like how much would it cost?
Let's just take a look at Bricklink real quick.
Okay. This Joker is so cool.
Oopsie. You know what? It would help if I could spell.
Don't worry, I have that problem too.
Yeah. Yeah. So that set's now going for about $800.
Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, a little double.
Yeah. And so, that Batman is a $200 fig.
Wow. Just for that figure.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
And then
So
how much was the Robin?
Let's go take a look. So the Robin is. Boop, 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 boop. So he is about $70, which is not as bad, but still for like Robin.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd you go? There you go. So, I mean, $70 for a Lego minifig is insane.
That is.
Yeah. I think the
$70
most
for
I've paid for minifig to date, I got Mr. Freeze for $60 at a show once, but
nuts. That's nuts.
but
don't
I had
think-
made $60 at the show, so I considered it free.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It breaks even. This is good.
Yeah.
And that's always like the best thing to do. It's just like sell at the show and then take the winnings and just convert it back to whatever else.
I mean, that's what I would have spent it on anyway. So
yeah, that's
Lego.
true.
So, but yeah, so it's that the aftermarket can be like pretty crazy, and like some stuff like Star Wars sets or like popular characters. I think there's certain stuff you can bet on
Mhm.
that at the very minimum keeps its price, but often doubles.
Mhm.
And then you have some things like these modulars, like they can triple or quadruple once they retire.
Which
That's
is
is crazy because they're not even like an IP per se. It's just people collect them, and if they miss one, it's
But then it stays like that, right? It's like forever. Like I think my friend made a comment earlier today saying that like they only like go high in price, like double in price like for the first year, and then after that they stay, right?
I know. I've read some like articles where they kind of compare Lego investing to like gold investing. Like it holds its value very well.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, like I was more on the fence of like it holds value.
Yeah,
like I didn't think that it would drop because
no,
seeing like I wanted the original kind of like the Back to the Future set, like the size is like the Speed Champion one. Like I always wanted that. Yeah, they came out with the bigger DeLorean, right? But I was like, you know what? I don't want that size. I want that smaller size one, right? And that's never really dropped. It hasn't ever really dropped in price.
No, they don't. They really don't. Like the best you can hope for if it isn't super popular. Like I found some retired sets because I don't care about the box.
Yeah.
Like you can buy them on Bricklink, and people will sell the new or they're not new. They're open. They've been built, but often in very good condition. For a lot cheaper than if you want it new in box.
Okay.
So if you're willing to make that compromise, sometimes you can get a deal. But in the cases where like the minifigs have appreciated like that, people are still gonna want to make their money on there.
Okay, I get it now. See, sometimes I'm scared of buying aftermarket like Lego sets. Just like, is it complete? Is it missing a piece? Right? Like I'm kind of scared on that, right?
Yeah,
but,
I don't know about like eBay, but the Bricklink ones are pretty good.
Okay.
I've never had a bad experience with them.
I think to my recollection, the only two Lego sets that I bought aftermarket loose was this thing. Like I love this.
Oh, okay. That set should actually be on my
You don't have this one?
I don't have that one. It came with did you get with the green minifigures?
Yeah, the green minifigures.
Okay. I'm gonna come to your house and steal them.
No. But yeah, what I really wanted it for was it's the mech, and then I wanted to put Benny in it. Right?
Those the green ones that came with it are like super in demand.
Really?
Yeah, because that was the only time they made them in green. The spacemen. Yeah.
Like these ones?
Yeah.
Huh. Did not
people
know.
Go crazy for them because there's people who collect like the space series, right? So they want all the colors.
I didn't know. I thought they had green space ones. Weird.
No, I'm pretty
But
sure those are
what
the
do I
only
know?
green ones. Yeah.
No, you're the expert here, not me. And then also another one. I don't have it with me right now. It's the Tron set,
Oh,
the Lego
yes.
Tron set. So those are the only two that I bought like aftermarket.
Yeah. I think I have the Tron set, and I think it's unbuilt here.
Nice.
My I call it my pile of shame is sometimes
Hey,
pretty bad. I try not to look.
we all have a pile of shame. I'm confident that the chat has a pile of shame too. Kevin Depp absolutely has a pile of shame. I have a pile of shame. Jay Sinner, I think I have the polka dot man somewhere. Nice.
But yeah, so I think he's worth about $40 now.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Which yeah, I mean for a minifigure, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why it's like I want him, but I don't want to pay $40 for him.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping one day I'll just discover him in the wild somewhere.
All right, I'll keep an eye. Like what is it? I will. There's not much, but I think on March. Oh God, I think it's 23rd, Sunday. There, Kevin and I are gonna be at a toy show. So sometimes there are Lego, like there's some Lego sets there, right? Well, I can keep an eye, for you for that one. Brick something. The Ninjago movie mechs are some of my favorite toys. You know what? Like, I'm glad. No, I'm not glad. Like I stopped collecting Lego when these sets came out, because they look amazing.
Yeah.
And I would have the whole Ninjago thing, like all the building sets and all that. They're so good. Like, I'm glad I got
so
it.
for me, Ninjago, I think is, and it's not one I collect, but I think they're the best theme that they make. Their sets are, so I have 2 Ninjago buildings that literally they were so beautiful I had to buy them and add them to my city. Like the design is great, like the parts usage is great, their mechs, and they are a theme that's still like really like they look great, but there's still a lot of playability in them, which I love.
And they're expensive, right? Like even at retail price at the time. At the retail price, it was like $200-300 for like one of the buildings, right?
Yeah. So these big buildings, I think, were like $300 or $400.
Yeah, they're intricate as heck, but like I'm glad I didn't get into it. Let me try and pull up some Ninjago mechs because they're dope.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah, whew. See, when I look at these, it's just like I swear to God, when I was 6, I was already doing this, but I'm happy that they started doing they're doing these things now.
Yeah.
Like
so cool.
that is dope. No, this is really well done. Yeah, articulated. Like look at that. Articulated feet. I'm so happy that they have articulated joints like this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is really cool. I have no space for them. Stop tempting me.
I'm sorry. But yeah, cool. Stop sharing. Okay, cool. Josh Brown asked, do you know your most valuable piece / set is? Do you know what that one is?
I believe my most valuable piece is up there in the corner. I have a couple like Comic-Con exclusive ones. And I think the Deadpool duck is the most valuable. I think it's like
Deadpool duck?
Yeah. Let's see.
Pull it up. So that's just 2017 SDCC.
Yeah, so 1200. Okay, maybe not Deadpool duck.
Trying to find
I mean, it is worth $1,200, so I mean, it's not nothing.
That's hilarious that they actually even had this.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is cool. This is cool. This is really cool.
Yeah, so I don't have all of the Comic-Con ones, but I do have a few that I was lucky enough to pick up. I have about half a dozen. So
nice.
like there's one frame. Let's see, where's the Captain America? Oh, the Spider-Man. Oh, the Spider-Man's worth $1,900. Ooh.
Wow, $1,900.
Yeah. So that one frame that's sitting in my corner is this. There's probably about $5,000.
Sorry, what is it
Please don't
called?
come to my house.
What was it called?
yeah.
Or if you want to drop the link for like if you have a
It-
picture of it in the private chat, there should be a
Hold on,
private chat
let's see.
between us.
Yeah, and see, come here. Scroll back up.
Josh Brown, Lego SDCC stuff is insane. I managed to get someone to get me the Captain Marvel one, whatever year that was. That's good.
And private chat. There we go.
I got to look that up, Josh, afterwards. Private chat.
Yeah.
So
So
this is what? 5,000 you're saying?
no, 5,000 for all the figures I have. This one was 2,000 or 1,900.
This one's 19. Holy crap. Okay, cool. I gotta show this.
Yeah.
This is cool.
But I mean, I have about half a dozen of them that I've managed to pick up over the various years. They're not all worth $1,900, but I mean, it adds up fast.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And I love how it's just like one card back for
Yep.
one figure, and
So
like, it's just
I had to
floating
get up
there.
at like 4 a.m. to get that. So it's totally worth it.
Yes. And I love how they specifically say 3 pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 pieces. That's it. Comes
The head,
assembled.
the torso, and the legs. Yeah.
Yeah. Jason, yeah, this is the Sony version. This is Sony.
Yeah.
version.
This is the
PS4.
PlayStation
so it has to be.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. That's nuts. See,
And
knew-
I was
knew-
heartbroken because so they did the Miles Morales the year after, but
Yeah.
the Comic-Con the year after was canceled because of COVID. So they gave it away on like raffles and things like that. So I'm like, I could have had both of them,
Oh no. That's crazy.
but I mean, you know, I've been lucky enough to go to that thing a few years. So
Yeah. How many times have you gone to SDCC? So you should be like a pro now.
10, I think.
10 times?
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe 9.
Okay.
I think 2012 or 2011 was the first year I went, and then I've gone most years it's been available. Obviously, it was
Okay.
canceled for a bunch, but
Yeah, it's true. Okay, since obviously it's going to be the first time that I'm going, do you have any tips for me going?
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Got it.
Hydrate, yes. Like I guess are you like a person who likes the con stuff or a person who likes the party stuff?
Neither.
Neither?
I was like, why are you going? No, I was joking. Honestly, I think it's more of the con stuff. It's
Yeah.
not much of the definitely not much of the cosplay or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm interested in seeing the product, seeing like the vendor tables as well, right?
Yeah.
So usually,
Yeah.
So,
So-
hydrate, gotcha. One thing.
Hydrate. Well, it's definitely important because I mean it's California, it's hot, but like you don't realize like it's a massive. I don't know how big it is end to end, but the convention takes every square foot of the actual convention hall. So like you definitely get your steps in, and that's
Mhm.
just inside the convention. There's so much stuff outside that like you're walking around like the gas lamp constantly taking stuff in. I think you underestimate sometimes how quickly you can dehydrate.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I've definitely had sunstroke some years because I didn't. I mean, obviously, I also suffer from paleness. So that
I
doesn't
got that.
help-
Too. Don't worry. I got
Yeah.
that. Too.
that doesn't help my case.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. I think the other thing is you just have to accept that you can't do everything. It's literally impossible.
Okay, fair.
So you have to kind of be comfortable that like prioritizing what you want to do, and being okay with like, because part of it's now it's so big and there's so many people. You spend half if you really want to do something, you might
Yeah.
spend half your day lining up to do it.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
And that's not to say, I mean, like lining up is fun too. People are really cool at Comic-Con. Like I'm not an overly like I'm an introvert. I don't like to talk to strangers, and
Yeah.
even I make line friends.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I think I'm very similar to you where I'm an introvert.
Mhm.
But yeah, you know what? I look forward to that experience. Dom Muchuchiaro says, wear comfortable shoes. Okay,
Definitely, yes.
So that's a given. That's good. Gonna remind myself about that. And then another tip is don't buy CDs in the gas lamp.
Okay, sorry, I
What
only
does this
laughed
mean?
because I have definitely done that.
What does this mean? I'm not familiar with this.
It's just these guys like hawking.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's almost like begging, but it's not begging because they give you a CD.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm bad at the trick is not to engage. Like if you engage, you're trapped and you have to listen to the whole story. And I'm bad at disappointing people, so I totally broke down and gave the guy $5 for a CD.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
But yeah, so you just have to walk. Do not stop. Do not engage.
Don't give them eye contact. Run. Right.
It's almost like bad, but there's
It's almost like Jurassic Park, like the T-Rex, right?
Yeah.
It's like there was a suspicion based on movement or whatever. It's just like don't make eye contact, don't do it. Johnny Cock, good night, DK. Johnny is out. Have a good night, Johnny. Thanks for tuning in. Toying around says DK, just pretend no English. I don't have to pretend no English. I am no English. Now I'm kind of now I feel challenged.
Say, that might work for those guys, but so I was just in Egypt like last week basically, and those vendors are not only persistent but super multilingual. Like they try in English. If it doesn't work in English, like there was an Asian lady in our group.
Yeah,
they were like trying Chinese. They were doing anything. I think she was Korean, so they were on the wrong track. But the point is, like, they were switching it up just like to get anyone. The Spanish, French, they like went through the whole trying to get someone to engage.
That's nuts. They must have really brushed up on Duolingo. For sure. Dom, they autograph the CDs to pressure you.
Yep.
They're usually blank CDs. Thanks for the tips. This is very useful and good information.
Yep. I didn't. It could have been blank. I threw it away. I
would have to like if I actually caved.
Just felt so bad. Like
if I caved, I would love to actually try and pop the CD into like a player and see what the hell is this shit about. Right. I'd be afraid to put it onto my computer. And I don't think my computer even has a CD drive nowadays. But yeah. Jay Sinner, if Kevin suggests that you take a quick trip to Tijuana for party favors, just say no. Dearly noted. Got it.
Is that what they were doing?
I have no idea. This is all very foreign to me.
I know Tijuana's right there. I have never ventured across. But honestly, there is so much to do in 4.5/5 days that I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could fit in a trip to Tijuana.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, one thing I'm just I'm looking forward to meeting friends there. Right, I think over the past, when did this start? 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? With Kevin's Toying Around channel, made a lot of connections. So it would be great to see people in person, for the first time. So I'm definitely looking forward to go.
I've met some cool people at Comic-Con as well. So it's
Gen X code for switching vendors. Nigel, I don't know. And Nigel's going with me to SDCC. So hopefully, you maybe you
He'll
get to
keep you on
meet
track.
Nigel as well. Yeah, Nigel,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you and Kev to, don't leave me alone, and make sure I don't get kidnapped, man.
Oh no, we lost Derek and SDCC.
Small tiny Asian guy. So yeah. So how's the set going right now?
I have now most of a bodega.
Oh,
I'm working on the inside.
sick. Sick. Most of it.
I'm almost there.
Almost there.
Oh god, it keeps going.
It keeps going.
But I do have all. So now I have we got Spot and Miles, and we got Gwen as well. So we got all the minifigures.
Oh, I didn't know it comes with Gwen too.
Yeah,
That's cool. Like
Yeah.
I think I have a Gwen figure as well, but I never opened it. I think it was the bridge set, the Spider-Man bridge set.
Oh yes, that's an amazing set.
Yeah,
Do you still have that?
I still have that.
I'm definitely coming to your house. Never mind.
You're gonna snatch it? You
So
don't have it?
I have mine.
you have it.
This thing is in the way. You can kind of see it up here.
Okay.
But I've seen some people take two of them and join them up to make like a giant bridge.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, oh, that'd be cool. But that set has also now become super expensive because it has like, I think it's the only set that Craven appears in.
Oh.
And there's a couple other things, so it's also gone up in the aftermarket.
Yeah, that one was actually decently priced at the time.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. The last few years, it's really gotten out of control. And I know that's with everything, so I can't really complain about Lego specifically, but
I don't know. I thought the set was a lot bigger than I remembered.
yeah, so that's why people were taking two of them and joining them up.
I get it. But yeah, I have this set. So I thought it was just cool. It was just like, oh.
Yeah, so I think that Spider-Woman and Craven. Oh, and
Did I freeze or you freeze? I don't know. Did my internet
I'm not
go
frozen.
down?
Am I frozen?
Okay. Maybe you were. Maybe I was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Matt, who was frozen? Was I frozen or was Laura frozen? But anyway, yeah. Okay, so it wasn't Spider-Man, it was Spider-Woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Spider-Woman, I think that's Ben Parker, and Craven are exclusives to that set.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah.
But
that's one of the things that'll drive these sets up in price, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Because people want specific characters, and then they get locked behind.
Ah, okay. There's much to learn about these things for me. That is cool. I didn't even know that I had a Scarlet Spider, a Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I did not know. Or maybe I knew at the time, but I just had no idea. And there's an Aunt May? What the heck?
Yeah, but she comes in a lot of sets.
Okay.
She's like classic Spider-Man.
Well, for me, it might be my only Aunt May set that I have. So, so there's that. There is that.
Yeah. So no, that is a really cool set.
What else we got?
All right.
Yeah, I've done nothing with my Lego right now. I mean, my Creo. This is pathetic. I've done nothing since we talked. Oh my god. Okay, I've given up.
Well, it's because you gotta manage multiple things.
Yeah.
I'm putting the roof on mine, so I'm pretty close now. But like I said, so what I bought this mostly for the minifigures, because I'm one of those people. But I think it's gonna make a really good, like, I can add it to my city. So like basically, I mean, I'll finish the build as it is, and then I'll tear it apart and build it up as a modular so it can fit in there with the rest of them. So I've seen a couple people do it, where they basically build it. So like the way these work is they're like layers, right? So you can take them apart.
Yeah.
As opposed to play sets, which are open in the back, so you can kind of get access that way.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll have a cute building with a little bodega in the bottom.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I gotta. Why don't I have something for you? I have bulk Lego for you.
Oh,
right?
I Lego.
Yeah, I have bulk
Yes.
Lego for you. Like I gotta make that trip again, or vice versa when you come over in town. I still
Yeah.
have been meaning to. I'm pretty sure it's been a year since I said, "Yo, I have bulk Lego for you." Like we gotta meet up.
I will definitely. I will never say no to bulk Lego.
Yeah, no, you're taking it. It's yours for sure. 100%.
Because I mean, I have a ton of loose brick here, but
Yeah.
somehow whenever I choose my new like fun building projects, I still end up ordering new bricks, which is maybe an impulse control issue on my part.
It's oh yeah, someone had a question. Hold on. I gotta find
sorry.
it. Was like, how do you store brick something? How do you store your parts and displayed minifigs?
Okay, so for the minifigs, I have. I'm gonna disconnect this real quick. Let's take this.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah. So I have these frames that I mostly put my minifigs in. This is probably So
Wait, I gotta blow this up. Yep. Boom.
these are these ones I got custom from a guy, but you can get IKEA frames and do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So they're basically just frames where you take out the glass, and I glued a bunch of 2x2 like sloped bricks.
Okay.
So I'll get up close here so you can see. It's really hard with this one, black on black, but yeah. So then they basically just stand in there.
That's clean.
Yeah.
That looks clean, man.
And this one's blank, but I mean, I have other ones. See? Now we're getting. It's hard to see on the other side there, but like I have ones with like printed backs on them as well.
Yep.
Like my Batman figures and my. Those are my Marvel villains, and then I have another one for like all my Marvel superheroes, and I have one for my DC superheroes. So I basically break them up and divide them by brand, and then I don't really have a strict ordering per se. It's just kind of I group them together, and then for my loose brick. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of chaotic. We come over here, so I have.
It's so clean, in my opinion. It's organized.
So I have all these like big bins, and it's largely sorted. Sorry, it's still connected to my.
All good.
It's largely sorted by color. For some of the color where I have tons of bricks, I have started breaking it down and dividing up plates and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then like for like little parts, I have these like little drawers, which I kind of like these are basically 1x1 pieces of various designs or like weird things like clips that I separate out so they're easy to find. Yeah. And like I said, the collection has grown so much that now I'm starting to divide. Like I have these.
Oh no, there's more at the bottom now.
There's so much.
Because that wasn't there before.
Yeah, so like in here, like I have like the masonry bricks I've divided up. I have like different types of plates, like these things for the building the mechs.
Yeah.
So basically, the more parts I found, the more ways I found it to sort. And my number one limit, let me just put this back, is there we go. Is the space to sort them out. So at this point, like I want to buy at least another one, maybe two of these.
Yeah.
And then I can divide even further by color and function, because then it makes it easier to find when you're looking for stuff. Because like my Bat Cave right now, like I'm building from my loose, like dark gray, light gray bricks, which is getting the job done. But when you're looking for like specific, like I like a 1x3 would really work.
No, I get it.
Like digging to find that 1x3, and then sometimes I have it, I don't find it, so I substitute something. Anything I have a ton of parts in, I need to further divide still. But
okay.
It's just about getting the facility to do that.
Yeah, no, that's very smart of you starting to go under the table, because that wasn't there before. Yeah. Some comments from the chat. Brick Something says, I love it. Nigel Danner, great look. Jason, I like that hat and tons of Lego. Some hat. I'm not sure which one it was.
This is your, not your hat, but
okay, that one. Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for supporting us.
I said so I bought that. Hey, I took that to Egypt with me. People loved it. People loved it.
Nice. Nice. It's a nice hat for sure.
Yeah. So
yeah.
No, supporting the team.
Thank you so much for that. Brick something. It's fantastic. I'd kill for a workshop like that. Respect. Salute.
Yeah. No, I'm very lucky to have this space.
Yeah.
Because I know
a lot of people.
Space is at a premium for a lot of people, I'm sure. But and like, I mean, I'm running out of space in here. I can probably organize it a bit better, but Lego is definitely starting to leak into other parts of my home. But that was probably inevitable.
Because beyond this room, I recall there was a train set, a long display of train as well, right?
So directly out here, outside, there's a train that I built with my dad. So he had trains when he was a child, but like not Lego trains. They were like scale models.
Yeah.
So when he saw the Lego trains, he fell in love. So we built those together.
That's awesome.
So he could kind of relive part of his childhood.
That's good.
So that was really cool. And what was nice about that is I got some co-funding to do that project because he was into it too.
True. That is true. Redan is in the chat. That is a passion for plastic. Yeah. That is true. Belantibor, that's a lot of plastic. You're using plastic to store plastic.
Yeah, well,
what we all do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, you got to be Well, I'm sure you're with toy collecting too, but with Lego, you gotta be committed because it can get out of control really fast. I mean,
I could see it. Holy crap!
Yeah, I've been doing this for like people sometimes look and they're like, "Oh, that's insane." But I mean, to be fair, I have been doing this for like 10 years. Like,
10 years, yeah.
It's not like this just popped up last year. Yeah. But I mean, I say that I'm like I've seen people who started collecting like post-COVID who also have massive collections. Because it is a slippery slope.
It is, and that's why I was just like, I gotta run away from it at the time, right? Like,
yeah.
So yeah,
you know what I think is nice about Lego as a hobby is it's very relaxing. Like if you're just gonna sit down and follow the instructions, you can almost disconnect your brain for a while and like watch something come out of nothing. Because like at some points you're building, even like as many Lego sets as I've built. At some points, I'm like, there's no way this is going to be X. And then by the time you get to the end of the instructions, I'm like, wow, those Lego designers outdid themselves.
Yeah, that is true.
So I really like that. And then there's obviously the flip side of that is the creative. Like if you don't want to, you don't want to necessarily block off your brain. You just want to let creativity flow, and you can do that as well. And you don't have to stick to what they say.
Yeah,
do your own thing, and if you make a mistake, you can go back. Like,
that's true. That's one of the best things about Lego. It's just like there's not there are some rules to Lego.
Yeah,
right? Certain,
but like for the most part,
it's reversible. Everything is reversible.
And I mean, like that last thing is also like because people come in and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I don't want anyone to touch my collection," and I respect that, for them. But for me, like I don't mind my niece and my nephew coming in here and playing. Because almost anything that they break, I can undo.
Yeah, it's just true. That is true. Not unlike action figures.
I would rather have them play happy and have that bonding with them, and then if I need to undo what they've done, I can undo what they've done. That
is true. I think for me, when I was a kid, obviously some action figures, and then my little cousin would like come in, and they would break them. But then if it was Lego, it was just like, okay, it kind of sucks. I worked hard on it, but I could fix it.
Yeah.
That is true. That is a good way to look at it. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I get for the action figures, like, if something breaks, it's much more catastrophic than my stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, like that helicarrier, that's probably like 4,000 pieces. If that fell off the shelf back into 4,000 pieces, I would probably cry.
Yeah.
but I could fix it.
Yes. That is good. Like, I think the last time that I had anything remotely close
Mhm.
to that experience is there was this there's a model gun that my girlfriend bought for me, and I found it as close as I could get to, therapeutic, like building. Like, it was very therapeutic, and I'm thinking back, like, I miss that. So hopefully I can get time to build these Lego Speed Champion things, but then at the same time, I've decided to venture into something different, and I've been holding on to this one for too long, and then this is like a Gundam,
Oh yeah.
right? And I wanna build these real gay Gundams. Like, I've already have some more Gundams lined up that I'm gonna purchase.
Gundams do look really cool, and so like I'm applying the stickers to the set now, and that's
Yeah.
Lego people have a love-hate relationship with our stickers.
Mhm.
But like I've seen videos of people doing stickers for things like Gundams, and I'm like, oh, never mind. This is easy. This is
Yeah.
I just gotta have a steady hand. But
So this is sorry. They're saying Gundams are harder for stickers than Lego,
yeah,
or vice versa.
I don't know if there's. I think they look harder because like
Okay.
the shapes and the yeah.
I've never placed stickers on Gundams before, so I'm looking forward to it because they're water stickers. Chat, like, I'm not sure, is that what they call it? Is it a water sticker? I've never applied those
Okay,
types
so
of
maybe
stickers
it's not.
before,
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to trying it out for sure.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, people hate on Lego stickers. I think just because it's tedious. I honestly like them because yes, you might mess it up and things might be squiff, but
Yeah.
like honestly, I think having the ability to take this and put this somewhere else if I wanted to is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
True.
Like you can just buy the stick. Like I've done that for my Batcave. I ordered some stickers that were originally for a Noah Monkey Kid set, but they look like waterfalls, so I've ordered them for my Batcave.
Oh, that's smart.
Exactly. So I like that element of stickers, but a lot of people, especially with the sets where they come with a ton of stickers, like 2 massive sticker sheets,
Yeah.
I get why people aren't wild about them.
I don't think I've ever had any set that has 2 Lego sheets.
It's usually the big one. Like the last one I had was the Batman animated series. I guess I've moved my mic away. Sorry. Like the City of Gotham skyline.
Yeah.
So that had a ton of Easter eggs, and they were almost all stickers. So that was one. I think the X-Men Mansion had a few as well.
Okay.
But like, I don't mind them. But like, yeah, some people kind of
just
they aren't the best.
I recall me dreading it, but like I think I was pretty good with it, right? Because it's hard. Like I recall me when I was doing it, it was just like I always just start off with one corner and just try to center it. But then when I do it, like I wouldn't fully press it down ever until I make sure that it's like all lined up.
Right.
Yeah. Blantabor water slides. I think that's what the term is. I think you're right.
Water slides. Okay, so maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's a little more forgiving.
That I don't know. But yeah, I think they're called water transfer decals, water slides. Yeah, you're right.
All right, we've almost got. Where's my last tile? Here it is. Yeah, so I mean, it comes down to how much of a perfectionist you are as well.
True.
I mean, I think I'm pretty good at getting them straight, but like this one's
You've been
not.
doing this for 10 years. I'm pretty sure you're good. You're good at it.
All right, we got this. Almost there. Last piece.
Nice. Looking forward to this.
Oh, we got the sticker on.
Let's see anything in the chat. Anything else? Hope the chat's updating for me. I think it is. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess we're getting up there.
Yeah.
Next time I'll get an even smaller set.
and next time, you know what? I'll try and speed build something, and hopefully next time Kevin can actually be here to chat with us.
All right, so I will put Miles's head on.
I thought the minifigures you're supposed to build first. The
I
instructions.
did. Oh yeah, no. I mean, he comes with 2 heads, so I can build him with his Spider-Man head or
okay. His unmasked head.
Head. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's always a human head. You're right. So like usually, like when they come like this, I build them with their unmasked, and then I like make them hold their masks.
Yeah.
And that way, like I have both on display.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I never thought of that? Maybe I did that for Iron Man.
Yeah. All right. So we'll put them here in the front. And you know who we'll add? Who's not in the set? Oh, there we go. We'll get Bodega Cat.
Good choice.
There we go.
I think it fits.
All right. So there we go. So now we got our little
That is awesome.
Right. Yeah. And on the inside, we've got Spot jumping through his holes.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I like that effect with like the diamond and then the black.
Yeah.
Like on it. That's cool.
And the police car. Cute.
That's a sick set. That's a really sick set.
No, it's a very cute set. And it's going to make a very cute modular building.
And I look forward to see what else you further do with it. But yeah, Andrew House says, before we had kids, I get my wife with steadier, daintier hands and more detail and focus to put on the stickers on my Lego sets. Most of my building since having kids have been after she falls asleep.
No support.
So I had to learn to do an okay job of stickers for myself. Oh, well, so that's good now.
So I find what helps, like a brick separator helps, and then also whatever you want to sticker, if you stick it on another brick, I find it actually gives you more control to like apply the sticker. If you're holding the piece itself, I don't know why, but it, like for me, it feels more stable to.
I think I gotta agree with you because I do recall doing that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't smart enough with the other brick, but yeah. Looks like someone just entered the fray here, just at the tail end when we're about to wrap up. It is no other than Kevin.
Hey,
toying around.
Hey, how's it going, Laura?
It's going well. Thanks. Yourself?
I'm okay. Good to see you, DK. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cheerio. Yeah.
No, I just we got back and finally got the kids to sleep, so I wanted to hop on and say hi because I didn't want to miss out on this
I've been
again.
asking about you.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange that they would do that, but
everybody misses you.
No, man, dude, DK, you've been doing awesome. Both of you have been. I've been listening, like getting the kids ready and just cleaning up the house when we got back.
Yeah.
And took some time out to troll DK once in a while, but
yeah, I saw that.
Which one?
I don't.
You don't have to be specific. There are a few.
Which ones, man? There was a few. I can't remember. Now look at that. You're here not even 2 minutes, and I'm like freaking out.
You've been doing fine this entire time. I was watching, and I'm like, hey, he seems relaxed. And
did you see some technical difficulties we had in the beginning? And
yeah,
stuff?
I think so. I do have a question though.
Yeah.
Does DK do you say Brickventuring as a joke?
No, am I saying it wrong? Brickventuring?
Brickventuring.
Like an adventure?
A brick adventure, yeah.
Or like a business venture?
No, more like adventure.
Adventure.
Yeah.
So I've been saying it wrong all this time.
Well, I thought you were doing this as a joke.
You seem very like self-conscious about the beginning, the intro. So I didn't want to.
No, it's just me It's not using no English.
Yeah,
Can't
because
say
I'm
stuff.
like, is he saying Venturing like when Hector Salamanca says Ventura in the movie? And I'm like, is your basis of the entire English language based on Jim Carrey movies? But I wanted to make sure before that it wasn't like an inside joke you two had.
No, it's just my pure stupidity.
Oh
That's
my
all it
goodness.
All right, it's okay.
was.
I want to make sure I wasn't saying it wrong, but man, it's been I'm back and we had a fun trip, but I didn't want to miss this. I also didn't want to say like I'd be here, but and then I don't know how traffic would be and the roads
Yeah.
because traveling with kids. But I'm glad I want to hop in and say hello and thank you for buying a hat. That meant a lot. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I was telling you earlier, the hat has been very popular. I took it to Comic-Con last year and a lot of people commented, and then on my vacation, now just 2 weeks ago, again, people loved it.
It's when you see it in person, like the
Yeah.
stitching is nice.
Mhm.
I know some people who've worn it around and they're like, yeah, I get lots of comments on the hat. But I want to like, what did I miss about the Mattel? Did they just announce they're doing bricks? Or like
Yes.
have they announced sets at all?
Not yet. They keep teasing it. I think they've announced. They've gotten. I think they have a release date to announce their sets. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So far,
Um,
like,
Yeah. When did they say? May, I think.
yeah, May. I have it.
I'm following them too. This is probably going to lose me Lego points. Yeah, May 2025. So they're really like stretching out. They're like teasing everybody.
Yeah.
So whatever they bring in May, it better be good.
Well, DK, what can you think of licenses that Mattel has? Barbie, right? Is the big one.
Barbie's a big one.
He-Man,
Yep,
Motu.
Man.
Do they still have
And
Halo?
DC, right? But that wouldn't be until 2026, right?
Yeah, they got DC back, but not till 2026. Don't they do wrestling figures? There you go,
That'd be interesting.
WWE.
Yep.
Yeah, I know Mega Bloks used to have like
Halo, right?
Halo and COD, which are franchises not Star Trek franchises Lego would never touch because it kind of violates their principles against violence.
Oh, okay.
Did we say they'd never had Star Trek? Creo had Star Trek,
Yeah.
and now Star Trek might be with Lego. So
No.
Barbie would be an interesting one to see in Lego. I think that would take a really heavy shot at their Friends line, which the Friends line is cool because there's so many great parts that come out of that theme. People sleep on it a lot because it's considered like the girly theme.
Yeah.
And they don't have real minifigures. They have these mini dolls, which are stupid. But I think if it wasn't for those mini dolls, that Friends line would do so much better. Because there's some really cool sets and colors that come out of that theme. But I think Barbie would definitely would take a hit at that.
That'd probably be the main one, right? If you have that license.
Yeah. And Laura was saying also when Mattel announced their blocks, it was it the anniversary of Lego? Right?
Yeah, it was International Lego Day, which was the anniversary when they patented their brick. It was like the 60th. It was a big one, I think, or 60 something. So yeah, it was kind of funny. So like Lego has these things called the LAN, which is like a network of influencers who promote Lego products. So you had all these posts going out about Lego Day. And then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, like people are posting the Mattel stuff because like people are like, what the hell is this? It felt, I mean, obviously it was a good move on their part. They're making waves. It was just like a bit of an attack.
Yeah.
Like we're coming for you, basically.
Someone mentioned it was like almost like Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef.
Oh, there's going to be a diss track for this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think, like I was telling Derek, I think if like Mega Bloks weren't known, I think, for being super competitive in terms of the quality of the bricks. I think if Mattel has solved that problem and that they can make bricks that are similar, at a cheaper price point that they have a really good chance at it. Because Lego's got a lot of people interested now in building with bricks.
Right.
And I mean, there's people like me who are big fans. Like, I'm a big brand fan. Like, I've tried other brands, but Lego is my is my go-to.
Yeah.
And there's, like I said, there's a lot of people who consider themselves purists, and won't touch anything outside of the Lego brand. But I think there's a lot of people in the market who are not as concerned about the brand. It's more about like the toys they can get. So if the licenses are right and the prices are more competitive, and like I said, they have a much better marketing budget than I think any competitor to Lego has had to date.
That's true. Right. And
so I think they could drop something pretty spectacular, but we have to wait and see.
Yeah, they're like an established brand. Obviously, they're in a lot of retail spaces. They've got a network of different places you can sell.
They don't have an embarrassing name like some.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun hole. I mean, come have some wholesome fun.
Yep.
In my hole. Like, come on.
Yeah. So I think they've got a good shot. But I mean, it stands to see. Like, I don't see myself flipping over, but I'm definitely willing to give them a try, which I think is something, as you like.
But you got to see the products first to give them a try, right?
It's just if they choose that day just to announce something that, like, hey, we're also doing bricks, but like not even showing a set or something. It seems deliberate.
It's just the blocks.
The only and it's not even the blocks; it's digital renders.
It's like, hey, we got blocks. Yeah.
So, okay, so the last post they did actually, those are real blocks. So, but I mean, they look identical to Lego blocks, except their brand is in the middle of the brick instead of on the studs.
Yeah.
So
they have Polly Pockets, but then why? I don't think you would make that into a Lego. Yeah, they do like cross branded stuff, like the Office one recently. I think they've done a Friends set for Polly Pocket.
Laura, have you heard about the Office Polly Pocket one?
I saw. Was it you who posted? Somebody posted. I saw.
Like we talked.
It's like a coffee. It's a coffee mug or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a coffee mug.
Yeah. Yep.
It is. Yeah. I don't know how you would cross that over.
But
it's won't be Polly Pocket anymore.
Because so Lego has the ideas channel where people can pitch ideas and then the community votes on them.
Right.
And there's a bunch of rules, so it's not just the most voted gets in. But then they take those and so the Office Lego set, for instance, that came out of the ideas stream.
Yeah.
So they basically use that to kind of gauge, I guess, interest before they execute on sort of one-offs.
Right.
But there's a lot of stuff that goes through there that doesn't get through. I think maybe because the licensing is too much of an issue, so I think there are a lot of IPs that haven't been picked up that are still kind of, independent players. So I am interested to see what Mattel brings.
So looking at the Lego idea thing, it could potentially, the ones that aren't made could potentially, be a gateway of seeing what these Mattel blocks are potentially.
Yeah. I mean, so you couldn't take the ones from ideas, because I think if you enter a set to ideas, you basically sold the rights to Lego, even if they don't build it. But I mean, it's just interesting to see, it's an interesting portal to see what people are interested in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kinds of things that the fans want to see, like the Friends got made, and then they made the Office. I know other sitcoms have been batted around. Seinfeld got made. How I Met Your Mother. People are like, oh, we wish we could have that one. That one doesn't exist yet. And there's a few others like that. So those sets, I ended up building my own, but one of my friends designed a Stargate.
Cool.
I don't know who owns Stargate now. Is it Amazon? It was MGM. Who bought up MGM? I think it was Amazon.
I think it was Amazon. I think.
But like those like random like kind of niche sci-fi things, I think there's a lot of opportunity there. Like if someone picked up Battlestar Galactica, I think that would be so interesting, because there's still a lot of big Battlestar fans out there. Wrestling sets, I don't know. More video game sets I would go for, because by and large Lego doesn't make them because they tend to be violent, and Lego has policies against depictions of violence.
Does Lego have Fortnite?
They do, actually. You're right. They do have Fortnite.
No, they got Mario, Sonic, video game wise.
Yeah. The Mario line's doing pretty well. They've got a new set coming out for that. That's really cool. It's the Mario Kart set. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it is huge.
Yeah.
It is.
There's a card set?
Cool.
Yeah. So there's a small one that just got released, but there's another one that's now been promised for the summer, I think.
DK, I got it. You run the show.
Okay.
And yeah, so those ones are pretty good. I mean, Lego's policies are weird because they seem to be applied very, like, they don't want to give the Marvel people guns, but they still give them guns, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a stud shooter versus like a rifle, but
yeah, like the whole.
For me, I've never understood if a child really can differentiate.
True. True.
And like the violence thing, like they wouldn't pick up Call of Duty, but Fortnite was apparently okay. I guess cartoony violence is
cartoony violence is okay, but not Call of Duty.
Yeah, the Fortnite sets went over really well. Even I bought one, and I don't even play Fortnite. I bought the Battle Bus. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's the Mario on his cart.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks like a really cool turn if it comes off the stand.
Yeah.
They have to, right?
It's the Mario I'm very impressed with.
Yeah. And his mustache is a new part designed just for this set.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that the brick lines make it seem like a SNES or N64 graphic, right? Where it's like the pixelate the polygons and stuff. That's very cool. Hey, GWP. Mixed flower pot.
Gift with purchase.
That's a great looking set.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good one. When is it out? When does it say? In May.
Ships.
Oh yeah, so that's not
May 15th.
Yeah.
And they usually have quick turnaround times once they announce something.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So obviously, like there's a rumors, like I talked about the Star Trek rumor or the Spider-Verse CMFs. So that those haven't been officially announced, but it is usually like no more than 3 months. There'll be a big media push, and then they'll release all the official images. All those land people I mentioned will like put out their videos probably like a few weeks before the actual sets drop.
Yeah.
So it's very structured the way they like roll out their official information, and like very rote. Like you can you kind of know what, like, when things to expect things based on the kinds of stuff you're seeing in the community.
Yeah, but they're always pretty much on time. Like their supply chain like is pretty like just there.
Yes, right? I mean that's also because like these sets I think they can take up to a year to just develop the set.
Yeah.
And then like at that point they like, the only time I've ever seen the supply chain mess up was where like movie releases get moved.
Yeah.
Like the Wonder Woman sets came out like ridiculously disconnected to the movie because the movie itself got punted by I think it was a COVID victim.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so that kind of messed up, but because their system is so structured, they can't easily move the release dates of their sets. But I mean that leads to them being reliable. Like if they say the set's going to be out May 15th, it's going to be out May 15th. And I mean, I've seen stuff sell out, but even when stuff sells out, it is back in stock very quickly.
They replenish fast. Like the forecast on those things, like it's not like instant sellout, and you're not gonna be able to buy it like in a month or two, whatever. You just have to wait.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, yeah, that's why. Because like I remember 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half. So one of the Speed Champion sets was the Fast and the Furious, the car that belonged to Paul Walker.
Yeah.
So it sold out on the website, but not really like sold out. It was like a waitlist thing.
Yeah.
But I saw the people trying to turn it around on eBay for like 3 times the cost because it was quote sold out.
Yeah.
I just hoping, I guess, people didn't really realize that these would be back in stock in a month.
Yeah,
you know?
in no time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just taking advantage of either people's desperation or lack of knowledge, which is kind of shady, but I guess that's the resale game.
Scalpers are everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, but yeah, so for the most part, I think I have never not gotten a set I wanted unless I waited too long and it retired. But never because it's sold out. And yes, I like other fans beat me to it. Yeah.
It's always accessible no matter what. Right.
Yeah, it's just a matter if you pull it like sometimes I'm trying to get better at it is like waiting for sales. So Lego, they don't do a lot of sales. Sometimes you'll get sales from retailers, like Walmart or Toys R Us trying to clear their shelves for the next round. And then like part of it's getting lucky, I think, but you have to like stay on top of them. Yeah. To like be there when they clear the shelves because people will come in and they will clear the shelf of clearance because they know they'll turn around those sets in 6 months or a year for double or triple.
That's how it used to be, like with Walmart, right? Like Walmart clearance is like I said, I'm pretty sure I found Sea Cow on clearance for about $200. And I said to myself,
not now.
And not now. And now there's both you and I without a Sea Cow.
Yeah. Right, well, if it makes you feel any better, I understand it's primarily made of brown bricks, which are the worst of all the Lego bricks. So it might have crumbled by now anyway.
That's true. One of the reasons why I really wanted the Sea Cow was because of the double-decker couch. Yeah. And then I was happy.
Oh, I remember that set. Wait, do I have that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got the separate set by itself.
Yeah, I got the separate, the smaller set.
I had a whole bunch of Unikitty sets, I remember.
Yeah, and I'm glad they came with that double-decker set separate for it. So I was just like, yes, all right, cool. As long as I got that. And that's how I got my Benny figure, was out of that set, if I recall. So yeah. The thing. Kevin, do you want to show anything else right now before we wrap it up?
I'm just here to be your backup at the end of this, but I wanted to say hi, right?
Yeah. It looks like you have something queued up. That's why.
Oh, no. I was looking up Lord of the Rings sets. And I know do you have the Rivendell, Laura?
I don't. I don't have any Lord of the Rings sets, actually.
Not a Lord of the Rings fan? Or just too crazy?
I enjoy it, but not enough to buy. Like, those sets are very expensive.
I'm looking at the Barad-dûr set. It's 600 Canadian.
Yeah.
Gee.
And I think the Rivendell was like 400 or 500.
Which honestly doesn't seem
it's a beautiful
egregious.
It's a beautiful set, and I think if I was a bigger Lord of the Rings fan, I would have bought it. But would I like? There are just other sets. Like Lego is releasing hundreds of sets a year at this point. I can't do them all.
I forgot that years ago I bought the one with that's the first one.
Is that the original one?
I mean, this is available.
This
is available
now, but so is it Rivendell.
Oh no, there was. Oh no, this is the one now.
This looks so cool.
It was Oh, it is really cool.
I forgot I had the one with Frodo, Smeagol, or Gollum and the big spider from years ago.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot they had Lord of the Rings even. This is probably like 8 or 9 years ago. But look how happy this guy is with the eye of
I always love their production photos.
They're trying to make it trying to relate to the regular people.
This is totally normal for a regular, non-weird guy to have in his living room. Obviously,
this is just a stock photo It's like it's like AI, show me stock photo of a living room with blank
want to, like,
space
this
on the shelf, and then they just Photoshop this on.
Yeah. And everyone always has like really nice houses.
Oh yeah, the
Right?
houses, these Lego. I mean, I think you
You
have
know it's
to.
staged, right, DK?
I know that.
Okay, just
I know that, but I'm just saying, it's just like, man, these people that have it, they all make six figures easily.
Yeah.
I know, like,
come on. There's the
yeah.
Palantir. This is an
Yeah.
awesome. Wait, does this light up?
Yeah, I think it has a light brick in it.
Oh my god,
That's crazy, dude. This
'Cause every morning I would just turn the light on, shine it around the room, and go, "I see you."
No, it's
so
super
cool.
But if I was going to spend $600 on a set, I would get the Dungeons and Dragons set. That's for me. That looks like a cooler set.
Okay, that's so. At that point, it's like your own preference, which makes more sense.
Yeah, no,
How you spend your money.
like, yeah. I mean, when this came out, this was last spring, I think, but yeah, I mean, I it's not to say I saved myself $600. I just spent that $600 somewhere else.
Yeah,
at Lego, yeah.
Yeah.
Rivendell. I love that they
yeah,
use
talk about
minifigures
Rivendell.
as part of like the sculptures.
Oh
in
yeah.
the
Yeah.
setting. Like that's awesome. I don't know how this tuxedo cat relates to expand the fellowship though.
You're right.
It's your buddy.
Cats rule the world, man.
616. Oh, so
I've
Rivendell.
seen people building that Rivendell set. It's really cool. Like the tile work on it and the like.
It's a beautiful.
It's a beautiful set.
Yeah.
Come on, the Fellowship. Yeah, Josh Brown, the Mouth of Sauron. This is all Lego for me is a lack of space. Otherwise, I would have a lot more temptation and financial issues.
I know. That's what we're talking about. The T-Rex. The T-Rex is so cool, but it's massive. I don't know where anyone would put it.
DK, don't you have HasLabs that size?
Yeah, and that's why it's at my parents' house.
Okay.
That's why.
So when you say you would put that in the living room, would you put that in your parents' living room? Is that what you're saying?
No, I probably put it here.
You're like, bye, mom and dad.
Bye, mom and a piece. So
Check this out.
Yeah.
And then they're like, son, aren't you going to take this with you? And then you're like, no, it stays here, dad.
Why are my parents Japanese?
I might put one on my coffee table, but I'd be afraid my dog might enjoy it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Has your dog enjoyed some Lego before? I think you told
Oh, she has. She loves Lego, but for very different reasons than me.
Okay.
She's never destroyed anything like terribly irreplaceable. Like a few brick separators. One, I bought myself a retired set once, and it had this rotating door piece that was literally like, it was like the only piece I couldn't replace from my own collection.
Yeah.
And I got up to get like a snack, and when I came back, that was the piece she had chosen to eat. And here's the thing. It was only like the piece itself to replace only cost like 30 cents. I found it on Bricklink, super easy. But the trouble is when you start shopping on Bricklink, 30 cents turns into $30 really fast.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Because you're like, well, to pay 30 cents plus pay $10 for shipping, I might as well throw a few other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So it was a little bit expensive, but partly because of my own.
I think that's with everyone. It's just like, might as well just top up a little bit more for like extra shipping purposes. Like me, like I ordered something unrelated to Lego, right? It was a model kit, and then it was just like, okay, let me sneak in a One Piece figure in there, just cause since I'm there already, right? So yeah, so Laura, thank you for coming on.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad. It's always a pleasure, hanging out and chatting with you. You're so knowledgeable with Lego, and that I always go to you if I have questions, right?
Yeah.
So
hopefully I've converted some other action figure fans tonight.
Well, I feel like Lego's always on the periphery for us, right? And it just takes a little enabling.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. We're definitely all enabling. But I sometimes wonder, like, there's obviously, I don't see a lot of crossover between like I see like Lego people doing Lego photography and like so I wonder like I guess if that like maybe it's just in my head that like division like is like I guess we all have our own preferences on like what we want to collect and stuff. And so I was like where they're like, oh, that's they're all toys, but like, oh, that's a real toy versus like a collector toy versus a, you know?
No, to me, it's still a toy.
Yeah.
Like it's, I appreciate like Lego collectors as much as like appreciate like Hot Toys collectors, but it's just
Oh wow. Yeah.
You see my minifigures building
Oh yeah.
here?
yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
that's all like Star Wars stuff.
Oh,
and then
Star Troopers,
there's,
yeah.
Lego Batman movie. And then The Simpsons is the third one. I loved collecting The Simpsons
Oh,
stuff.
those are cool.
Did you collect all the Simpsons ones, Kev?
I think I did.
I'm definitely missing a couple.
I think I did. The Springfield ones were awesome. That was back in my Lego Jesus days.
Those were the days.
Yes, sir.
That was hilarious. So, Laura, where can people find you on the social webs?
You can find me mostly on Instagram. I'm gonna be honest. I'm on TikTok, but I don't try very hard. At Brickventuring. And that's Brickventuring, not Brickventuring.
Gotcha. All right, thanks. So yeah, thanks.
I know that you cleared it up for one.
Although you can call me whatever you like.
Laura, that's it.
Yeah.
So Kevin, welcome back. Hope you had a fun trip. But where can people find you?
You can find me every Thursday on this channel. I just put up a new video looking for my old mask toys, but I ended up going through all of my collection from when I was a kid. So a lot of vintage in there, TMNT,
Voltron,
Silverhawks, yeah, just tons of stuff that I was spoiled with as a kid, and my parents managed to keep. So if you want to go down a trip of nostalgia, go check out that video. If not, watch it anyway. Show it some love. I think it was a lot of fun, and you'll enjoy seeing the stuff in there too. And we will, we got the new enabler merch. If people want to, if you haven't seen it yet, we have new enablers, hoodies, mugs, sticker packs drawn by the greatest, one of the best, Taco Boy. And so these are up on the site now, toyingaround.ca. And that's it for me. DK, what about you? Star of the show.
Star of the show? No, not me, star of the show. But yeah, so you can find me at ReDekaylisk. Yes, I got it right. ReDekaylisk at IG. And then obviously you can find me every Thursday here at Toying Around channel, right? And we are going to do a What I Miss episode. Might be a little bit late, but I think I'm going to try and find time with Kevin to do a What I Miss episode over the next 24 hours and get it out to you guys. Maybe, possibly. Well, that's my plan. I was going to talk to you about it afterwards. Right?
Okay, good.
Whatever, right? I don't want to miss it, right? I still want to get one out for Monday, right? But it just, yeah. And chat, thank you for coming out to hang out with us, and definitely join, help support us through patreon.com/toyingaround. Kevin, I saw you laugh, right? Where you can get new videos, early access and ad-free, exclusive videos, and behind the scenes. There's watch-alongs via Discord. Kevin, I'm guessing you finished the Spider-Man Friendly Neighborhood?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
We have a few episodes left.
Okay, cool. So yeah, join and help support the channel. If not, you could join for free for a trial and try it out, right? Just join. But yeah, aside from that, yeah, keep toying around. Thanks for watching, and peace. Oh no, where's the exit music?
I got you.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks.
Whew.
DK, you gotta sing Everything is Awesome.
Everything is awesome. Everything. Something. What was the line again?
Everything is. Yeah, we're cool when you're part of a team.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living on a dream. Is that how it goes? I cannot remember how it goes.
Dream?
But yeah, dream? Question mark?
You can end
Yeah.
it, DK. You don't
Oh,
have
I
to
can.
wrap it
I
up.
forget. See, this is the thing. I don't know how to end the stream. Have a good night, folks.